Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz, your host of the Raiders Report. I am at my house. You will see Chuck. You might even see my wife. But the reason why we are live here today, I know it might feel weird. I know it might feel icky. But we're going to be rooting for the San Francisco 49ers to take down the Seattle Seahawks. And I do a lot of different shows in my time here in the Raiders Report. I am off today. I am chilling at my house. I'm a fan just like all of y'all because I want the Raiders to have the number one overall pick. And if you want the Raiders to have the number one overall pick, then spam one down below. We're going to be giving shout-outs today. I'm literally in my living room watching this game with all of y'all. You will be seeing our 49ers channel up here on the channel from time to time. But this is something that I've wanted to try for a long time. This is something I wanted to be able to do. And if we do this the right way, you're going to see this a lot more often. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit that like button. And make sure you guys are commenting down below with me. What's going on, Carson? What up, Jennifer Collier? Shav down there below. Greatly, greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in. Now, I get it. Some of you might be going, well, Mitch, why the heck are we rooting for the 49ers today up against the Seattle Seahawks? And I already got the super chats. We will get to it here in a second. But this is the reason we are going to be doing this today's live show. And bear with me. I'm learning some new graphics. We're going to be throwing out a bunch of different things at you. So at the end of the day, I want the Raiders to be able to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. And I don't give a shit about anything else. I just want the number one overall pick. But in a perfect world and how shitty this year has been, if you're telling me right now I can root for Raiders to beat the Chiefs and we still have the number one overall pick, that's why I'm here right now. And if you agree with that statement, give me an FKC down below. So what you see up there on your screen is if the Raiders win and the Giants lose, we need 3 out of these 4 games in order for us to clinch the number one overall pick. I want the 49ers to beat the Seahawks. I hate the Niners. But guess what? If it gives me the number one overall pick, you're damn right I'm going to root for it. The Bengals to beat the Browns, the Saints to beat the Falcons, the Lions to beat the Chicago Bears. So this is why we are live today. I'm kicking myself in the ass last Monday night when I saw the Atlanta Falcons beat the Rams and that locked in a top 2 pick. I told myself that's never going to happen again. So if you're rocking with me today, let's freaking go. Give me some FKCs because we are going to be rooting for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, next thing that I got to get to, because our sponsor here on today's show, it is Panda Subs. And if anybody out there wants to go get with our sponsor, Panda Subs, it is code Raider Panda. I'm going to put it for you guys down in the comments, down in the description. Code Raider Panda for 25% off. If you spend $99, you're going to get free shipping. If you end up spending $199 or more, you are not only going to get that free shipping, but you're also going to get free pre-workout. The protein that you see up on screen is the s'mores. It's the one that I really enjoy. Actually, unfortunately, I just crushed my final protein from Panda. So, Mervat, if you're watching this, you could hook me up with a little bit more. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. But today's live show presented by Panda Subs. Now, the way that we're going to do today's show is I'm going to go through, I'm going to answer some super chats here like we usually do. And then once this game gets started, we are 15 minutes away. Y'all already know we're going to be getting the score. We're going to have everything up on screen. So you're literally going to be able to sit here and rock with me on the program. I already see I got a few super chats today. Shout out to all of y'all again. Think of me today as your bartender. If you want to pay your bartender, you want to leave a tip, it's greatly, greatly appreciated. First super chat rolling in here from Sir Chai. What up, Sir Chai? Mitch, boy, the Carolina Panthers stink. Thoughts? You know, I hope that there's a day the Raiders stink so bad that we're fighting for a playoff game. I think the Panthers are a good story. I don't think that they have a lot of talent out there. I'm not the biggest Bryce Young believer, but that's an organization this offseason that guess what they did? They invested in the trenches, and they did their best. And I mean their very, very best to upgrade that offensive line. Also, Chuck says what's up to everybody out there. If you guys want to give a little bit of love to my guy Chuck, making an appearance. I got strict rules today. Once we get up to $100 in super chats, Chuck gets a treat. You just want to give them a treat right away, throw up an alley-oop or somebody bang, though my wife might get mad at me for banging here at the house. But there's only one way to find out. Let's go to Bread and Butter's thoughts on Cignetti and Mendoza combo. Seeing this around lately. With all due respect, I think anybody that's throwing this out there doesn't really know anything about what's actually happening for the Raiders and for college football. Cignetti just signed an 8-year extension. He ain't going anywhere. He's going to be staying with Indiana. I think it's a really great story. I will be live for Oregon up against Indiana. Got to go live for that game. No doubt about it. Got to be able to go live for that game. Somebody's audio is not great, breaking up. Well, let me see if I can adjust it a little bit more. I will try to move it around. If it's really, really bad, I will try to do my best to figure out why the audio isn't a little bit better. But I don't have my mic like I usually do at the house. But if I got to move some stuff around, I will do my best to move some stuff around. So let me at least listen to it on my end. I apologize. If you guys want to let me know who you got, please, please, please let me know down below who you guys got in this matchup. Never rooting for the 49ers ever. Go Seattle. Well, the only reason why I'm going to disagree with that statement is because, again, I want to be able to root for the Raiders in order to take care of business up against, like, to me, I want the Raiders to be able to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. That way I can sit up here and be really, really proud that I'm not rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, the way I guess I would answer this question for you is, would you rather root for the 49ers tonight, or would you rather root for the Kansas City Chiefs tomorrow? To me, I would rather root for the 49ers tonight than have to go out and root for the Kansas City Chiefs tomorrow. That's just me. What up, Nathan? Not to bring up Carr, Raiders family, but where would you have ranked Carr and Mendoza coming out in the same draft? By the way, I call the draft Mac and Carr. Well, I mean, it's a great draft, right? And if you're the Raiders, you're trying to replicate that one again, which would be absolutely, positively fantastic. But to me, again, Derek Carr, I think, is a really good quarterback. I think the hard part about the Mendoza conversations are Mendoza might not have all these athletic traits that a lot of people are like, oh, wow, this guy can throw the football really far. This guy can do that. This guy can do that. To me, though, I look at what Mendoza has up here, and Mendoza has more up here than what Derek Carr had, though I can make an argument that Derek Carr would have been better. You think this will help my audio? All right, hang on. My wife's here to see if we can do better audio. Hang on. I got it. Yep. And then which one is it? Studios Pro? Is the audio better? Give me a one for yes. Give me an X for no. Is the overall audio a little bit better? Please, please, please let me. Please, please, please let me know. You sound clear. Yes. All right. Shout out to the wife for hooking it up, though. I just hope that these last in terms of the battery power. Seeing a lot of yeses, seeing a lot that they sound a lot better. Yeah, again, to me, it might just be my overall internet. I'm hoping that my internet's able to keep it going. So if it doesn't, again, if this is a disaster, well, then I won't ever do this again. We'll just go live from the house, and that's just how we'll have to end up. Or we'll just go live from the studio. So got another super chat coming in here from my guy, Buddy Bear. I'm rooting for the Chiefs. It's a lot simpler. No math. Now, no, this game, got to beat that team. Shout out to Chuck. I know it's still early, but I want Mendoza. See, here's the cool part, though, Buddy Bear. You might be able to walk into that game, Raiders-Chiefs, and you'll know whether or not you got to root for the Chiefs or not. Like, I just am going to put all my hope into everything possible that we get the number one overall pick, because at the end of the day, you know, if you don't have that number one pick, this is just not going to be nearly as attractive as of a job that we really are hoping that it could potentially be. So I'm looking right now, and if you guys don't know this, the jerseys that the 49ers are wearing today, they're going with their all blacks jerseys. Pretty sick. We got 9 minutes here till kickoff. what you're going to be seeing here is up on screen. This is my guy, Chase Sr. He is host of the 49ers show, and they're talking right now about their inactive. You got Trent Williams, you got Ricky Pearsall, Isaac Orendo, Kevin Givens is also an inactive over there. But I'm going to be hopping back and forth between his stream, between my stream. That way you guys can just see a little bit more of what's exactly happening in the game. They'll have a lot more stats for you, and hopefully all this will go well. Chin says, new mic next time. Yeah, I got a mic at the office. I got a mic at the studio, so I'll do a better job being able to go get that one for y'all. I don't know why it sounds choppy. It really could just be my overall internet. I don't usually go live, but we're going to keep on doing our thing here. If it gets like really, really bad, I could also do this. And if you guys wanted to just do this.
Play 9 games this year. So 11 last year, 9 this year. That is 20 combined games for Pearsall. Hopefully his injury issues are like the Steph Curry early career issues where he was hurt early and then he kind of escaped the injury bug, because when Pearsall's on the field, he looks damn good. Isaac Orendo, healthy scratch. Kevin Givens not playing. That's all thanks to the rise of some of these young Niners defensive linemen. Robert Beal inactive. Curtis Robinson, Walter Payton Man of the Year award nominee for the Niners. He's not going to play. And then Chase Lucas, who played a decent amount last week, not going to play in this game either. That could impact the Niners on special teams. I thought he played well when he was thrust into duty last week against Chicago. That means that Upton Stout is playing, and obviously that's a really good sign for him coming out of concussion protocol. Okay, some numbers that I want to get to in talking about this Niners-Seahawks game, and I talked about these on the show last night, passed along some of these numbers on with Larry Krueger yesterday, and then broke some of these numbers down in our Niners Seahawks defense, as we've been talking about, is legit. Mike McDonald is a great.
So if we also need to be able to go to Chase's audio, if it sounds better, I got no problem also being able to go to Chase's audio. So we got a little bit of a different look up here. If you haven't already, make sure you guys click that like button. Believe it or not, it does really, really help me out. Also, if anybody wants to support the show in other ways, that QR code that you see up over here on screen, it's this guy over here, the one that's, I don't know, you guys see the QR code. You can scan that. That's also my Venmo. I want to be able to do a duck race today. $20 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. If you're trying to get it in, if you don't know what a duck race is, it's an opportunity for you to get some money. You can scan that QR code, and what we will end up doing is we will end up doing a duck race at the very, very end of today's show if you're looking to try to get it in. So, got a big time super chat coming in from Nathan. Whoa, throwing it up there. Let's get it started. Alley-oop from the messed up mic, rocking it from the pad. Dude, yeah, I hope that it's not so bad that you guys can't even listen to me. But this is going to be the last time that I address it. It's either you're going to rock with me or you're just not going to rock with me. If you could grade the audio for me one last time, A, B, C, D, or F, that would be much, much appreciated. But throwing it up there, man. Throwing it up there. I was going to say, it's not that, bro. All right. I was going to say, some people are saying it's good. Some people are saying it's bad. But it's still, I guess, not as good as what it needs to be. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. So we got, it looks like about 5 minutes here until kickoff of this football game. Nathan Wolf threw one up. I don't know who's going to be the one that ends up throwing it down, but reminder, every time somebody ends up throwing one down, you already know, my guy Chuck, he's going to get himself a little treat, which I wonder if I could tell my wife to bring down the treat from upstairs. Let me text her real quick, though. I think I just saw it down in the chat. Honey, if you're watching this right now, I got some treats on Chuck's bed up in the office room. If you could bring those down for me, that would be much, much appreciated. So maybe that'll help out get this thing going a little bit. Now, we are sitting here. We are waiting. And again, the reason why I wanted to be able to go live for this game is because of this right here. The reason why Raider fans should be rooting for 49ers today is because I want to root for the Raiders to beat the Chiefs, and we need 3 out of these 4 games to happen. Nice. Thank you so much. Yeah, Reed said the audio is not perfect, but people are just so used to our mics in the studio, which I get it. I get it. Nathan Wolf. Chuck appreciates you. I don't know if you can see him, but he's right there. There you go. You can have it. Nathan Wolf, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. So we got 335 people here in the building, y'all. And this is why we are rooting for the 49ers to take care of business up against the Seattle Seahawks. And hopefully it's one of those entertaining games. I know that last game against Carolina and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that was a pretty hard game to watch. That was a little bit of a snooze fester. I do see a lot of people asking about Max Crosby and all the Pete Carroll rumors. If you did not see, there were some reports that ended up coming out right before I went live. I did put out a video, and it's from Jordan Schultz, and Jordan Schultz essentially just said that all the expectations are that Pete Carroll is going to be one and done. I will be honest. I've been saying all week, I've been saying all month, that I'm going to go live for 11 straight hours when Pete Carroll gets fired. If Pete Carroll gets fired tomorrow at like 9 o'clock at night, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I don't think I'm going to be going live for 11 hours. If Pete Carroll gets fired at 7 a.m., 6 a.m. on Monday morning, I will be live for 11 hours. I don't think we have enough manpower at Chat Sports for me to be able to keep somebody if they fire him super late. I promise you this, though. We will be live. We will be breaking it all down as soon as it happens, because if I had to guess, I think Pete's fired tomorrow by like 10 p.m. Eastern time. I would say by 10 p.m. Eastern time, Pete Carroll is fired. Also, with all the Max Crosby trade rumors, I do think that there's some interesting smoke right now. And from Diana Rossini, she obviously talks to Ian Rappaport. So when multiple people are kind of saying the same thing, that the Raiders might be trending in this direction of a full-on rebuild, when you hear full rebuild, that means potential Max Crosby trade. I just want y'all to know that. So if you start hearing people go full-on rebuild, it's probably because Max Crosby, there's some communication right now. But you also got to remember, Max structured his deal so that way, if need be, he could end up getting traded. So we got almost 400 people right now here on the Raiders Report. This game is getting ready to get kicked off here, and I want to know who you got. Type S for Seahawks, type 4 for 49ers. I'm going to be rooting for the San Francisco 49ers, and I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds icky, but again, I'd rather root for the 49ers than root for the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm seeing right now, we got a bunch of people typing 4. Seth, David, Jake Peters, what up, early riser, Jennifer Collier, a lot of 4s going on. Mitch, did Chat Sports lose power? No, I'm just at the house because I know I'm going to be doing so much live content here over the next, honestly, 48 hours over the next 4 months. If I have a time or a chance to go live from my house and make you guys a video from my house, it just saves a lot of the other dudes because, if breaking Raiders news happened, I'd have a producer at Chat Sports in a heartbeat. Since this is 49ers Seahawks, I don't have as much leadway as what I typically do. So just saying. What up, Robert Jansen? Don't the Jets, Brown, and Titans have 2 high firsts this draft? If they trade Max, it should be one of them for both first this draft and their next year. Yeah, I don't know exactly what Max Crosby is up for this year, and that's only simply because it really comes down to if Max says, hey, I want out of Las Vegas, his price is going to drop. Like right now, I think if you're a Raiders fan, you should hope that you get 2 first-round picks. And you should hope that you also get maybe like a second, a third-round pick in there with a player. And again, it depends what team it is. Like I saw Bears fans the other day being like, hey, we want Max Crosby. I mean, if the Bears want Max Crosby, it's definitely 2 first-round picks. I think it's 2 second-round picks and a player along the lines of a DJ Moore. So it really does truly depend on who's making the trade. Like to me, if we're going to make a deal, The team that I want to make a deal with is the New York Jets, but that's more for trading back, getting extra draft capital. We are in a good position. I think no matter what, we're going to either have a Fernando Mendoza or Lamar Jackson, because that's what I would do. In my mind, I'm like, we're either going to have Fernando or we're going to end up getting a guy like Lamar Jackson. What up, Billy Reiser? Sir Chai, I see you, my man. Appreciate it. Jake Peters, I respect it. Man, again, y'all, like I'm a normal Raiders fan. Just like each and every one of y'all. Like I woke up this morning and I saw the report from Rappaport. I saw the thing from Schefter. I saw it from Diana. And yeah, it's my off day. It's my off day right now. But, still, like I don't think people realize how much I do truly appreciate doing this show and how much I do really, truly appreciate fans that, want to be able to watch this program with me. And for fans that are like me, where you're just like, hey, if it helps out the Raiders in the slightest, that's all I really care about. So today's live show is something that I was going to do anyway. Watch the 49ers and Seahawks game, and I just decided to go live with you, though. It looks like
tonight.
Our 49ers guy, he just got $100 super chat.
Jerseys. They came into play before the year.
Buffett.
Toby kind of was on this a couple years ago.
They're hyped up right now. And, the other reason why I wanted to be able to do this show
we even have the
is I want to be able to show people, like, this is the type of fun I want to have. I want to be able to have fun on this program in December, in January, where we're talking about playoff games.
Let's go,
And we're not just talking about freaking tank battles, who to root for. I want to be able to root for the Raiders in January. I want to be able to root for the Raiders in December. And shit, I want to be able to root for them in February as well. Friendly reminder, y'all, we are live today. A 49ers win helps the Raiders lock in that number one pick. It does not guarantee us that number one spot overall, but this, if it helps you out right now, that's the biggest reason why we're going to be going live. Before today's show gets started, one more time, our sponsor is Panda Sups. Make sure that you use code RaidersPanda for 25% off at pandasups.com. If you're trying to get in our duck race today, $20 Venmo, Mitchell Renz 365. I would like to be able to get some people in this. I will literally be able to do a duck race up here on the program. I don't have anybody in yet, but I'm hoping as the show goes along, we get a few more people in the duck race. 50-50, you could scan that QR code. Please, please, please. Super chat coming in from Jaden. What up, Jaden? Bear with me here. Again, there's different views that I can do. Yeah, that one doesn't look any good. We'll stick with this. What a game to be able to watch together. And I agree. To me, meaningful football games that help out the Raiders. Like, I think, and I know how much the Raiders Report has grown. We're over 211,000 subs. So that 49ers channel, they are catching us really, really quickly. And it's a lot easier when you're playing meaningful football games. But I don't want the 49ers to catch us. But, like, to me, the way that this show was designed was me sitting at my house, watching a football game, being able to chop up, being able to just talk about, whatever the hell we want to talk about while we're watching a football game. That's how Chat Sports realistically originated. So, C1 coming in here from, I believe it's down there at the very, very bottom. What up, Drama? I think it was Drama. Hey, Mitch, if we have the number one overall pick, that also means we pick first in every other round. I believe so. Now, sometimes with comp picks, certain things might change, but through my knowledge, yes, that means that we're going to have one pick in every other round. Let's go to Shep. What up, Shep? Hey, Mitch, you see a scenario where Moore is off the charts on the combine if he goes and the Raiders draft him number one instead. I don't see anybody outside of the name of Fernando Mendoza going number one overall. Now, maybe if Dante Moore in Oregon just looks incredible these next two games, then there's a possibility. But I just don't see it happening. I really know a lot of people that like Mendoza. I put out a video a week ago because I had a source tell me that Tom Brady's a big fan of Mendoza, which I don't really think is – it shouldn't be out of the realm of craziness. Right? I think a lot of good people like Fernando Mendoza. And we're doing we got a green couch. That's why sometimes it looks a little bit funny. Some stuff for y'all. But no, I think Fernando Mendoza goes number one overall, whether it's the Raiders or whether that's the Raiders trading back. But That's what happens. So the screen that you guys are going to see today up here on the show
But
again,
after the
it's gonna look
year,
a lot
that's when
like
I'll start
this.
to really
This is
get
our
into some
host
draft
of our
content.
49er show. His
And
name
if
is
you think about it too,
Senior.
Super Bowl's in
And
early
right now, the
February. Right after
Seahawks
that,
are
NFL
running out
Combine,
onto the field. The
late
49ers
February into
are
March,
running out
free
onto the field as
agency, then
well.
the draft at the
And
end
we're
of
getting
April.
ready here to
So
get
we'll do a
kicked
bunch
off.
of
We are
draft content here on
almost
the show.
ready to
That's
rock
where
and
I can't
roll.
expand further
I'll
on
tell
that.
you what, though.
Words of wisdom,
I know
$2
people
super chat.
really love
When we
Raiders
need the
jerseys. They
helmet,
love
pull
this.
it out. Oh, I will. I will. When we
Nothing
need
changed with
a
the jersey.
momentum
But
swing,
you look at these 49ers all blacks. You're telling me the
we
Raiders
always pull out
an
on
all
the
black
stuff.
jersey?
And a lot of times
Sign
it's
me up.
worked. Whether
The
it's
lone
jinxing
stranger
a
is Mitch
kicker,
at home. Yes,
praying on one knee,
I am
doing
literally
stuff like
at
that.
home with my guy
Trying to do our
Chuck.
best
I'll
over
try to
here.
see if
The
I can.
high table,
Sure.
$50
I have
super
fun.
chat.
So
Dub City.
this is what my house
All
looks
right.
like. This is
The high
my
table.
guy Chuck right here.
Since the Niners are in all black
He
tonight
says
and
we'll
I'm in all
start.
black, we'll put the helmet
He says
back
we'll
on
start.
again and we'll do another shambong.
But just to make it look maybe a little bit more professional, we decided to do that.
We got to go underneath though.
If you guys want to see more of Chuck, he's hanging out right here with me, I promise you. Let's go to back to Amondor. I think Max will tell the Raiders, fix the problem or I'm gone. And I think the Raiders, though, should also tell Max Crosby either get on board or we're trading you. You know, to me, it is a two-way street. I think what's really important about this offseason is, truthfully, nobody is above the shield. If Max Crosby can't get on board with the plan that the Raiders had of resting him to make sure he's 100% healthy, that way we are in the best way possible going forward, shame on Max. And I know that Max is the definition of a Raider, and all of us here love Max Crosby. But also at the same time, if we are trying to win football games and if we are trying to put our best foot forward, putting Max on that IR made all the sense in the world. You didn't hear Brock Bowers complaining. You didn't hear Colt Miller complaining. And you didn't hear Jeremy Chin complaining. I get that those three guys are not Max Crosby, though. I can make an argument with Brock Bowers on a rookie contract. That's the most valuable piece that we have right now outside of Ashton Genty and Crosby, of course. But yes, Max is probably going to say something along those lines. Again, I've not talked to Max. I don't want to make it sound like that. But Max Crosby structured his contract the way that he did. And it was front-loaded to give him more money up front. And if things didn't look the way that he wanted them to look by the year of 2027, you could technically do it in 2026, that it was formulated that they would potentially move on. Max wanted continuity. I get that them moving on from Pete Carroll is not continuity, but there's just so many people in that front office. There's just so many people inside of that organization that are just ready to move on from Pete Carroll. Pete and John aren't seeing eye to eye. They haven't been seeing eye to eye for a while, and that's because John wanted to build for the future like they should have, and Pete wanted to win right now. And as you saw, it was a disaster because you can have good coaches. You can have good front office members. You can have good players. But if you don't have a plan and if the most important people aren't on board with that plan, you're just wasting everybody's time. You know what I mean? Like, you are truthfully just wasting everybody's time. And I think that's what we saw this past year. Just guys not being on the same page. And it turned a really bad team into the worst team in the National Football League. And that's hard to do. It's hard to go 4-13 and get worse. And, they were clearly the worst team in the NFL for a very, very long time. Pete will retire so he doesn't get fired from the lone stranger. The only reason why that might not be the case, and I say that because, the reason why that might not be the case, he might not get paid. He wants to get paid.
Levi's.
Y'all know that he wants to get paid.
Super Bowl
All right,
60,
guys, we're getting ready to get this game kicked off. And if you're ready for kickoff, hit that like button right now. We are live here at my house.
$50
the 49ers, we need them to win to lock in that number one overall pick. I want to be able to lock it in. I think you guys want to be able to lock it in. I think all of us here want to be able to lock it in. And again, the people that you're seeing up on screen, Chase Senior, and it is also Jake Chipper They are the host and
Thanks for a
producer
great season
for
of
our
watch parties and
49ers channel
commentary,
over
Chase. Let's
at
continue
Chat
it all the way to
Sports. And dude,
February.
they are
Still
making
on
it
the lookout
rain
for
right
the
now
Vernon
over there.
Davis jersey, by the way.
I'm kind of jealous
that
that we're
was
not in a
jersey that
playoff
you
caliber
won,
type of
correct?
game. I'm not going to lie to
Again,
y'all.
look at all those
So
jerseys to
before this
everybody.
game gets kicked off,
We
right
sent
now
you
they're
everything
singing the
else,
Star
right, Adam?
Spangled Banner. Do you think Max Crosby is on the Raiders in the year 2026? Give me a yes. Give me a no.
And I'll put that in my notes to check.
Give me a yes. Give me a no. Do you think Max Crosby is on this team in 2026?
Adam, was that a sign, Vernon did?
Yes. Sorry. I saw somebody say, can you mute them and listen to you? Yes. If you guys hear them in the background, tell me, because I can't hear them. I have them muted. I have my TV muted, so I don't hear them. If you guys ever hear them, we don't need to hear them. You really can only hear me. That's kind of what I was hoping for here. So you guys think, so I see Samari says yes. Raider Nation 1994 is going to go with a yes. Jennifer says no. Jack Kenna, salute to you, man. Keith said he's muted now. All right, that's good. That's good. Yeah, see, I didn't know that. So that's probably a disaster, you guys hearing them in the background and me at the same time. Oh, man. Early riser, yeah, I hear you, but we're still a team here. The Lone Stranger is going to go the yes. DJ Raiders says yes. Scott, man, I'm seeing lots and lots and lots of yeses, which I think all of us here are hoping that Max Crosby is still on this team next season. I know I do. I know I definitely do. Seth, yep. Lord Buddy Bear says, what's up, Jack? I'm looking right now at our top fans. Right now, Nathan Wolf is the MVP of today's show. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but Nathan Wolf threw up an alley-oop, and it's still hanging up there. That alley-oop is still up there. We got a super chat coming in here from Preston Rodriguez. What's going on, Preston? Get my normal screen back. We got Hondo Carpenter states, Chiefs will do everything for Raiders to win. What that means, intentional encroachment, pass interference, roughing the passer calls. Again, man, with all due respect, I don't listen to anything that Hondo has to say. It wouldn't shock me if the Chiefs tried to lose, but also at the same time, it's, Travis Kelce's final game. Like there's a lot of rumors right now around some people that think that Kansas City might not be really happy with Andy Reid. Yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to go out there and they're going to try to win a football game. I think the Raiders are going to go out there. They're going to try to win a football game. But, I'm hoping that I can wake up tomorrow. I'm hoping the 49ers win. I'm hoping the Giants end up winning. But if the Giants lose, at least if the 49ers win, if the freaking Lions win, if the Saints win, if the Bengals win, and it doesn't matter if the Raiders win. Like, I want to be able to root for the Raiders to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and we still get that number one overall pick. I think all of us do deep down. Let's go to Eric or Esco75. Mitch, we need to fire the coaching staff. It's going to happen tomorrow. Draft Mendoza, trade Max for O-line picks. Also, how much for the duck race? $20 Venmo, Mitchell Renz 365. So you see this QR code over there. If you scan that QR code, that's my Venmo. If you want to get in the duck race. But I'm doing a duck race, $20 Venmo, Mitchell Renz 365. The thing is, though, we don't need to trade Max for O-line picks. We just, if you're going to trade Max, it's going to be to get some extra picks to, I would say, to rebuild your defense. You have enough money in salary cap space to build your offense. And the reason why I'm spending my money on the offense is because if you're planning on drafting Mendoza, you literally can't draft Mendoza if you do nothing to your offensive line. If you got Colt Miller at your left tackle, you got JPJ on the interior somewhere, and I do think Charles Grant's going to be our starting right tackle next season. I know he hasn't gotten a lot of reps, but in the limited reps that we've seen, I don't know how the hell he's actually not starting. He's better than Stone Forsythe. I think he's already better than DJ Glaze. So in my mind, I believe we have three offensive linemen. Glaze is a good backup. Caleb Rogers is a good backup. And then with that money that we have, you use that money and you spend it, whether it's signing somebody like a Linderbaum, it's going out, maybe getting a guy like Elijah Vera Tucker, who I know is injury prone, but maybe you take a little bit of that risk because you have a Caleb Rogers. Try to bring back a Jordan Meredith. But to me, you do have the money to upgrade your offensive line before the draft happens. And I just want that to happen because I don't want an Ashton Jeanty situation where you draft a really talented player, but you don't have anybody on the offensive line that can block for him. Like, nobody wants to see that. If you upgrade your offensive line going into the draft, your offense can be set. Like, again, I get the idea of trading Max if you can get extra picks, but also at the same time, there's only certain teams that have that amount of first-round picks. And if you don't get 2 first-round picks for Max Crosby with that contract that he has, shame on you. Because you're not only getting Max the player, you're getting Max and that contract. He's making $30 million per year the next 4 years, essentially. It's basically what it ends up rounding out to. Then you look at a guy like Myles Garrett, who's amazing. He's making $40 million. Micah Parsons making $48 million a year. Like, Micah Parsons ain't $18 million a year better than Max Crosby. Max is one of the best contracts in the NFL. That means that we should get higher draft capital. I do. And we'll fully say that that's the reason why we should get higher draft capital. If that QR code for y'all is not working, here is my Venmo again, at Mitchell Renz 365. So we're going to make this duck race a little bit more interesting because I want to be able to do this. So I already see we got Daniel in the race, which shout out to freaking Daniel for getting involved here. Daniel, appreciate you, my dude. Daniel S., you are the first person in the duck race. $20 Venmo, Mitchell Renz 365. This game does look like we're about to get started, and once the game does get rolling, we will be doing the play-by-play for it. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to be happening here. You'll also be able to see stats from our 49ers channel, but it looks like right now the 49ers are getting ready to kick this one away. Again, let me know who you got. Give me a 4 for the 49ers, an S for the San Francisco, or an S for the Seattle Seahawks. Wait, let me go here. Remove that. Now I can add that. All right. Hang on. All right, there was a flag. First play here to get this thing started. And here comes Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks. First down and 10 for Darnold. I realized what happened. All right. Back. If you want the 49ers to beat the Seahawks, give me some SFs down below. All right, first down and 10. Seattle, they got Sam Darnold. It looks like he's going to be out of the pistol. They got 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Darnold going to send Jackson Smith in motion. Darnold drops back, looks right, throws. He's going to find his man. He's going to get pushed out of bounds very quickly by Lenore, and that's going to be a gain of 3. I think you're going to be looking here at second down and 7 coming up here. Seahawks get the ball to start, which means the 49ers get ball to start in the second half. We got 413 people here. I know we're doing something a little bit different. If you haven't already, make sure you click that like button. Darnold found Rashid Shaheed on the right side for that 2-yard gain. Second down and 8. Ball here at the 32. Darnold under center. Going to send the tight end in motion. It's going to be a handoff right side to Kenneth Walker. Walker's got some room, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds. Really nice run there by Seattle. That's going to be a gain of 9 and a first down for the Seattle Seahawks. If you're the San Francisco 49ers, you got to be able to get some stops just because that's going to be a team that likes to run the football a lot. They want to be a balanced offense. This is a fun game, though, because also if you're a Raiders fan, it's really important that you should be watching Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh has been a name that I have heard multiple times. Darnold, fake handoff, drops back. They're trying to set up a screen. They do. Walker's got a blocker in front of him. Walker's moving, plows him over, and another big-time pickup there for Seattle, and they are in San Francisco territory as it stands right now. I mean, this is a beautiful block. They got Cooper Kupp in the slot, Jackson Smith and Jigba on the left side, and you can see this is a really well-timed up screen. You get your big guy out there leading the block, Kenneth Walker lowering his shoulder, and that's a huge pickup. Gain of 21. First down and 10 at the San Francisco 34. Darnold under center. Clint Kubiak is the offensive coordinator for Seattle, my number one head coach candidate, especially if you want to go out and get a guy like Mendoza. We're going to go back to the ground game here. It's going to be Charbonnet. Charbonnet picks his way apart, and he's able to get maybe 6 to 7 yards. 400 people here in the building. Reminder, if you send in a super chat, if you send in a comment and you want to get up here on the screen, that's going to be the way to do it. I also see that a few of you guys also, I'm trying to put the chat in the lower right-hand side of your screen. Hopefully that's okay with y'all. Oh, man. Somebody said, let's go Giants. I know. I will be live tomorrow for that Giants game. 2nd down and 4. Seahawks rush on 47% of the plays, highest in the NFL. Number 11, Jackson Smith and Jigba is going to come in motion. Darnold, handoff here to Charbonnet. Read really well by the 49ers. They're going to meet him right at the line, and he ain't going nowhere. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. Give me those threes down below. Come on, San Francisco. God, it feels weird rooting for the Niners. As long as it helps the Raiders. As long as it helps the Raiders. Come on. Hell of a tackle there by Taj. I mean, they came right up, met him. Winters hit him first, and then able to really clean up that play. It's 3rd down. Give me the threes. Come on. I see Renee, Robert Jansen, Seth, User. Let's go. Darnold, shotgun, tight ends in motion. Charbonnet's on his left hip to the right, one to the left. Darnold looking, still looking. Throws caught. Another 1st down here by San Francisco, and it's just way too much time. That looked like Patrick Graham's defense. If you didn't see the video that I put out yesterday on the Raiders report, Patrick Graham will be coaching in his final game this Sunday for the Raiders, which, again, I don't think really shocks anybody. The Raiders are going to be moving on from Pete Carroll because they're going to be moving on from Pete Carroll. That also means that there's going to be a lot of changes happening for the Las Vegas Raiders. Ball at the 24-yard line. Darnold, power I. One to the left, one to the right. Niners showing that they're going to bring some pressure. They do. They don't get home. Missed tackle. And it results in a 8-yard pickup for Kenneth Walker. Very lucky that that wasn't busted open for a touchdown run. Also very important here in this game. The winner of this game is not only the NFC West champ, they are also the 1 seed in the NFC. So this game is massive. Massive, which is kind of funny because Darnold was in a very similar situation last year, and they ended up losing. They ended up being the 5 seed. Darnold, 2nd down and 2, 10:22 to go. They're going to hand it off here, and a really good job just weaving. Good blocking. Charbonnet able to pick up a 1st down, and it is 1st down and goal. 1st down and goal. Boy, 10 minutes to go here. I mean, Charbonnet went 6 yards. Again, it was very easy. This drive has been pretty easy overall for San Francisco. So the Niners defense hasn't been as great of late. They are able to make adjustments. This is what good coaches do. Got to be able to hold them to a field goal here. Ball to 10. Darnold got a clean pocket. Looks end zone. Looking for it. Oh, my goodness. They're going to get a flag. Lenore, they're going to get it for pass interference. I mean, Jackson Smith and Jigba was lined up right next to Cooper Kupp. It's man coverage. Man, oh, man. I don't know. I don't think that ball's catchable. I think that's ticky-tacky. They're going to give him an automatic 1st down. It's going to be 1st down and goal. Ball at the 1-yard line. Do you agree with that call? Why for yes and for no? I think that's a little bit ticky-tacky, quite frankly. I am pretty disappointed in that one. Lone Star says, I hate the bots. Yeah, you and me both. We need AI to stop the bots. What's crazy is, though, I think AI would just make new bots. Why am I sharing my screen? That way you guys can see the score, what down it is, the time. Pressure, they're going to get him. That's a sack. That's a huge play. Darnold, it was first down and goal at the 1, and they're going to come in unblocked almost. I mean, Darnold, they just took way too much time. Bethune ends up running in. That's a big sack. Type those sacks down below. The other reason why I'm sharing my screen is because Chat Sports, we use very similar graphics. So I already knew that they were going to have graphics built, and I wasn't going to have to build them. So it's the way of me cheating a little bit. Type those sacks. I see Taj. I see Renee. I see Robert. Let's go. 2nd and goal all the way back now at the 12-yard line. They're going to go to the ground game. It's going to be Charbonnet. Charbonnet moving, weaving. He gets down to about the 7-yard line, maybe the 8. 3rd down and goal at the 8-yard line. And it's, let's do our best, Jeremy Chugs. 3rd down. 8:37 to go. 3rd down and goal. Got to get a stop here. The reason why we are rooting for the 49ers today is because if the Raiders win and the Giants lose, we can still get the number 1 overall pick if 3 out of those 4 things end up happening. Here we go. 3rd down and goal. Ball here at the 7-8-yard line. It looks like there's a little bit of confusion for Seattle. They're going to have to burn a timeout. They're not going to get it up in time. And it is. That's going to be a timeout, Seattle. Their first charge timeout of the quarter. Big time right there. That's big time. And it's the other part. Somebody goes, Mitch, I had somebody ask me, Mitch, are you really going to root for the 49ers today? You know, man, it feels kind of good rooting against Seattle just because of the Pete Carroll dilemma and everything that we've been dealing with. But I also think, look at Seattle. Look at that organization where they decided to move on from Pete Carroll in 2024, and in 2 years, they're a 13-3 team. I'm not saying that we're going to be a 13-3 team next season, but I do think if you can get to 8-9 wins, it's a huge step in the right direction. Huge step in the right direction. And I think the way that Mike McDonald thinks, very similar to Jesse Minter. Here we go. 3rd down and goal. Wow, they're going to hand it off. Charbonnet gets popped right at the 5-yard line. And I'm going to be honest, I hate that play call by Clint Kubiak. Can't believe it, quite frankly. What up, Alex? Almost 500 people here. 4th down and goal. I mean, if you're Seattle and that's going to be your play call on 3rd down and 8, 3rd down and goal at the 8-yard line, you better go for it here. 4th down and goal, ball to 4. Would you go for it? Why for yes and for no? They're going to put their offense out here on the field. 4th downs throughout week 17. 11% of people would go for this. 3 to the left, 1 to the right is Jackson Smith and Jigba. They're going to send the tight end in motion. Darnold, shotgun. Niners bring a little bit of pressure. It's going to be a throw. Cooper Kupp. It's incomplete. Turnover on downs. 49ers football. Let's freaking go, man. I mean, I'll say this right now. You guys know how much I like Clint Kubiak. Give me some LFGs down below. What up, dog? What up, Elijah? Hey, let's go. I love the fact that, I mean, the Niners got some pressure. Darnold wants a little bit of contact there, but again, let him play. Let him play, man. It's the 3rd down and 8. The 3rd down and 8 is embarrassing. 3rd down and goal at the 8-yard line. You're going to run the ball up the middle with Charbonnet. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here, dude. Ah. Chuck is fired up about that last one. Everyone say what's up to Chuck. Say what's up to Chuck. He's been my buddy all day today. He's a little bit of a clinger, not going to lie to y'all, but very, very sweet boy. I actually would love to be able to get him in the studio a little bit more often, but he's a sleepy boy. We were just playing outside. We were playing on the roof. I got a little roof area up there. We always play basketball, so yeah, we're a little bit tired here. We're a little bit tired. You know, yeah, we're going back. I know. Oh shit! Sorry, guys. Sorry. I don't know what that holiday thing is, but you know what? Today's show sponsored by our good friends, Panda Subs. Use the Raiders Panda. That way you're going to be able to get started. If you want 25% off, I'm going to put that link for you guys down in the comment section. Please, please, please show some love to our sponsor. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do a lot of the things that we do here on the program. I don't know if it's all right with y'all. I might go grab a Blue Moon. I might just grab a beer or something like that while I'm watching this game. I typically I'll just have like a beer or two when I watch a football game. Are you guys drinking anything? Esco. Yeah, that's on me, man. I usually have Jeremy that can handle all of my producer abilities. I don't have Jeremy here. If Jeremy was here at the house, that would be pretty wild. Stoffel loves the third down call. What's up? Oh, you're grabbing me. Can you get me? I know. Shout out to the wife. There's a Blue Moon bottle back there. I don't know if it's a twist off. I might be able to convince Alex to say hi, but he's looking at me like, I don't know. JMC says Modelo. Thank you. You're not close. You're fine. Cheers to all y'all watching with me. Cheers, cheers, cheers. This one goes out to Nathan Wolf, and this one goes out to my wife for getting me a nice cold beer. Oh, dude, Blue Moon, a little football. Let's get it going. Brock Purdy in his own end zone delivers, and he's going to find an open receiver. And that's going to be a gain of 3. Was that McCaffrey? That might have been McCaffrey. They had him lined up out left. Well, McCaffrey ran the ball. All right, here we go. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the last play. 3rd down and 3. So the first play was a McCaffrey run. Then they just threw the ball. I was going to say Kyle Juszczyk. So it's 3rd down and 3. Ball at the 12. Purdy drops back. Seattle breaks 4, and it's a bad throw looking on the outside there. And that's going to be a quick 3 and out. I'll say this. I thought Tariq Woolen maybe have gotten away a little bit with a little bit of a push there on Juwan Jennings. So they had Jennings lined up with Woolen, somebody who we talked about a bunch. And there was a little bit of a push, but I just don't think that ball is catchable. So a quick 3 and out for San Francisco. Back to receive the punt is Rashid Shaheed, who the Seattle Seahawks acquired via the New Orleans Saints in a trade. I thought was interesting because Clint Kubiak worked with Shaheed back in New Orleans. And, oh, boy, Shaheed, he's got some running room, and he's going to get taken down at the 49-yard line. 49-yard line. Hey, y'all, reminder to each and every one of y'all, if you don't already know, we are going to be doing a duck race today. It's a $20 Venmo, Mitchell Renz 365. I want to be able to give away some money. I've given away lots of money on this show, over $100, $1,000, and I want to get this one well over $100. The more people that get in, the more money we can give away. Right now, I am looking at the people in our duck race. I see Daniel Esco. What's up, Daniel? Uh-oh. I see my man, Alex McGuire. Alex McGuire is a dangerous, dangerous man. Greg Vack, what's going on to you? You, sir, are in. $20 Venmo. Right now, you have a chance to win. As it stands, Gabriel Ruiz getting it in. Let's go, Gabriel. 20 to win, $40 as it stands right now. The more people that get in, the more money we can give away. Always, always remember that. All right, let's go back here. 1st down and 10. It's going to be at the 49ers, what does this say, 35. But it looks like there was a face mask penalty, and they are going to add 15 yards to the end of that. So that means it's 1st down and 10, all at the 49ers 35. So they are already in really, really good field goal range here, which obviously is something that we do not like. Something that is not good for us. What you making? Oh. What are the chances Ravens actually let Tyler Linderbaum walk and we can sign him? Great question. I mean, if I was somebody along the lines of Baltimore, and the question that's coming in here is this one. If I'm the Ravens, I don't let him go. And, you don't let him go because he is your center. It's really important to be able to dominate in the trenches. And if you lose a Tyler Linderbaum, trying to replace a guy like that, it's going to be a nightmare. But also at the same time, if I'm Linderbaum, I'm kind of curious to hit that open market and to kind of test it out. But, to me, if I'm Linderbaum, I'm going, make me the highest paid center in the NFL. And the reason why, again, that's going to be difficult is because Baltimore right now has got a little bit of a situation with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's salary cap is $74.5 million this season and next season. It's a lot of dough. It's a lot of dough. And you've got to make sure that you got the dough to make it happen. All right, y'all. First down and 10, ball here at the 35-yard line. We're going to send a tight end in motion. The sub counter you see is their channel. They are catching us quickly. Kenneth Walker is going to get the handoff, and he's going to get about 3 yards. Second down and 7 coming up here. Ball at the 32-yard line. I think I just saw somebody else get in. Nope, that's just Gabriel. Kenny is starting from Raider Nation. Yeah, I mean, I expect Kenny Pickett to start and then Aiden O'Connell to play. It's going to be a preseason game for the Raiders. It's going to be a preseason game. All right, here we go. Power I. Darnold drops back, looking, throws quickly. He's going to find Jackson Smith in Jigba, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds. I mean, now you're looking at third down and 2. And if I'm Seattle, I would imagine. If you don't get this, you're going to take the points and try to get 3 on the board, because the last time you were down in this area, you obviously were not able to cash in. It's third down. Give me the 3s down below. Come on, y'all. It's third down. Let's go. 4:42 to go. Darnold going to send Cooper Kupp in motion. Darnold hands it off. Charbonnet got a running lane, bounces it out to the left. He's going to find another crease, and that's going to be a touchdown, Seattle. A 27-yard run by Charbonnet, the running back out of UCLA. Very, very impressive run there. 6-0 for Seattle. Son of a gun. Let's get a tuna clock going. Every super chat that comes in, I'm going to take a sip. Starting with, we're going here with Raider Trades. Raider Trades. Cheers to you, my man. What's up, Mitch? Hope the Niners lose. Raider Nation. Again, I'm not going to tell you who you need to root for. I understand why people don't want to root for the San Francisco 49ers. I'll just keep saying it like this. I would rather root for the 49ers than rooting for the Chiefs. And if you're telling me I can have the number 1 pick and I can root for the Raiders to beat the Chiefs, I'll root for the 49ers tonight. Yeah, it's the truth, man. It's just the truth. So if you don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing tonight, Raider Trades, this is the reason why. So if the Raiders win and the Giants lose, we can still get that number 1 overall pick. Maybe I'm blocking that a little bit. So if the 49ers beat the Seahawks, then obviously we only need 2 out of the 3. And I think it's likely and it's possible that the Saints can beat the Falcons, that the Bengals can beat the Browns, that the Lions can beat the Bears. Like, to me, all of those games are possible. And all of these games are before the Raiders and the Chiefs play. So if I can walk into that game being able to root for the Raiders to beat Kansas City, I'll root for the 49ers tonight. That's just that's going to be the way we leave it. That's going to be the way we leave it. Why we aren't rooting for the 49ers. We're rooting for the number one pick. Bingo. See, JD gets it. JD's Raiders, he gets it. I hate the 49ers. The 49ers aren't the team that I hate the most, but they're like, if we did a Tuna's top 5 real quick of the teams that I can't stand the most, coming in here at number 1, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. Coming in at number 2, it's the Denver Broncos. Coming in at number 3, it's the Los Angeles Chargers. Coming in here at number 4, it's the San Francisco 49ers. And then coming in at number 5, I say the Cowboys, though. If I say that too loud, I might not get a refill on my beer. So those are probably my top 5 teams I hate the most. What about y'all? What team do you hate the most? Is it 49ers? Is it Chiefs? Which team do you hate more? Give me an FKC or a F49ers. I don't know. Because I remember when the Chiefs and 49ers made the Super Bowl, it really tore the nation apart of like, you got some people rooting for the Chiefs. You got some people rooting for the Niners. Hate to admit it, we root for the Niners, but no chance. No chance I was going to be rooting for Kansas City. Dub says the Patriots too. The Tuck rule was so long ago that it's not a good thing. I think it stole a Super Bowl away from us, no doubt about it. But like the Patriots aren't in that realm of teams that I just mentioned. Again, that's just me. That's just me. I'm sure that they're up there for a lot of other people. Like Buddy Bear, I bet you that's Buddy Bear's least favorite team. Least favorite team. All right, let's go to Mitch. How do you feel about Raiders versus Chiefs? I'm nervous about it. I don't know how you're not nervous about it. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I want the Raiders to have that number 1 pick. We've made it so far this season. It's been such a difficult season. To not have the number 1 pick would be the literal definition of a kick in the nuts. Like, I would rather all of you watching right now sack tap me if it meant we got the number 1 overall pick. Handoff here is going to go up the middle. They went at a shotgun with Christian McCaffrey, and he's not going to go very far. That's going to be only a gain of 2. Also, shout out to all the mods for just slaying bots left and right. Shout out to Taino Raider. Shout out to Ron Raspberry. You guys are really, really helping me out today, and I just want y'all to know that. Really, really appreciate it. Can we get some shout outs to the mods down below? 2 to the right, 1 to the left. They're going to send a receiver in motion. Purdy drops back. Seattle brings some pressure. Purdy steps up, and he's going to be sacked. It's going to be a loss of 1 or 2. Sorry, I don't know. Chuck's chewing on something. All right. So I didn't see Alex gave him a bone. I'm like, what on earth are you chewing on, man? Hate renewed when Brady and Woodson talked about it, and Brady laughed about it. I think it's one of those things like, what else do you do besides laugh about it? Purdy avoids pressure. He's going to throw it. Got to be able to extend this drive, and they are going to be short again. It's going to be 4th down and 2. You're probably going to have to punt it. It's going to be 4th and 2 in your own territory. Purdy's looking over at Shanahan like, hey, what are we doing? And the offense is going to come off the field. Son of a gun, dude. Esco! Ooh, and Preston. Or no. Just Esco. Mitch. Ooh, this is a good one. I like this question a lot. So the 49ers are getting ready to punt. And the punt is away. If you guys want to answer Esco's question here, who do you have in the FBS championship? So as it stands right now, it's Indiana up against Oregon, which, by the way, I will be live for that game here on the Raiders Report. I'll actually be in the studio like we were on Thursday for the Indiana watch party. But so it's Indiana against Oregon, and then it's Miami up against Ole Miss. The matchup that I want to see, it's kind of funny. It's if you told me right now, no matter what, the Raiders have the number 1 overall pick, I'm going to root for Indiana. Because if we have the number 1 pick, that means Fernando Mendoza's stock's going to go through the roof. And because of quarterback scarcity, if the team did want to trade up for him, like the New York Jets, I think you could get 4 first-round picks from the Jets, maybe 2 this year, and then you could get 2 next season. If, for whatever reason, the Raiders don't have the number 1 overall pick, and if we have the number 2 pick, well, then I'm going to root for Oregon to win it all. Because I think if Oregon wins it all and Dante Moore wins it all, that's a better shot that he declares for the NFL draft. And then there's another opportunity for us to draft a quarterback. If I have to pick who I think is going to be in that game, I'm going to go with Indiana and Miami. That's going to be my guess right now. Indiana and Miami from Amador, Ole Miss from just one maybe. What's cool, like the Ole Miss story would be unbelievable. If they win a natty, that's going to be a Netflix show. Or it's going to be a 30 for 30. I mean, to lose your head coach and then you go win a natty without him, I mean, that's the ultimate, like, FU move. And I know what's his name isn't very liked. A gold logo would be sick from Sin. Kubiak and Mendoza from Jesse. Chuck chooses the Hoosiers. I don't know what Chuck chooses. What do you think? Wow. Thomas Moorhead had 2 punts in the month of December. The 49ers punter had 2 punts in the entire month of December. They've already punted the football twice today. That's insane. What's up, buddy? Come on up. Come on. Hi. How we doing? Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. All right. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'm going to go back here to our Niners guy. And as you can see, here are the team stats. You got the Seattle dominating compared to San Francisco. That was a long game. Obviously, it's an division game, NFC West, so you can't count anything out, especially 2 teams that are this talented. But as you can see right now up on that screen, very, very one-sided. Handoff, Kenneth Walker. Oh, my God, he might break this. And he's going to run it, and it's going to be a huge pickup, and it's all the way. I mean, that had to be a 25-yard run. The 49ers right now are getting whooped. I mean, look at this blocking. So the left tackle, the left guard. I mean, look at this running lane. I could run through that running lane. You could run through that running lane. 20-yard pickup there by Kenneth Walker. Unbelievable. Ball at the 38-yard line. First down and 10. Darnold sends a tight end in motion. They're going to go back to the ground game. I don't blame him. Kenneth Walker, not a lot of room. He's able to get about 1 second down and 9. I mean, we got to get some momentum going here. Gotta get some momentum going here. Got a super chat coming in from my brother from another. What up, Nico? Top 5 most hated. Number 1, Chiefs. 2, Chargers. Cowboys, Niners, Broncos. Okay. I'm curious why the Chargers or why, I guess, the Cowboys. See, to me, I just deal with more Broncos fans. I don't really have to deal with Chargers fans. Fair enough, though. 2nd and 9, Darnold, quick throw. Jackson Smith and Jigba wide open and another first down. I mean, they have no answer right now. Nico, cheers to you. I mean, they have absolutely, positively no answer right now. Stoffel asked Chuck. Here, Stoffel, you want to ask him? Come here. Come here. I know. There's people who want to say hi. He's just laying down. I know. How are we doing? Handoff here, middle, Charbonnet, nothing. 2nd down and 10. I mean, I believe that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. I mean, there's 16 seconds to go. If I'm San Francisco, I'm really worried how that first quarter went. And if I'm Seattle, I'm letting this bleed into, oh, man, they might try to get one off here. 3, 2, 1. And they're not going to call hike, though there's a flag. And I think Seattle jumped I think they tried to play it off as it was a motion. A flag came in as this quarter ended. The referee's out there, and it's going to be a false start. I mean, that's huge. I almost wonder if Seattle tried to get a little bit too cutesy, and I don't know if it was an actual jump or they try to play it off, but I'll tell you what, that's a huge backbreaker of a penalty, 2nd and 15. So the penalty I want to say here was on their tight end. He's on the right hip of the right tackle. I mean, they moved at the exact same time. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. End of the first quarter here. 49ers are down 7-0 up against the Seattle Seahawks. Hey, man, real quick, I want to show some love to today's MVP. Huge shout out so far to Nathan Wolf. If you guys don't know, Nathan Wolf threw up an alley-oop earlier on the program. Let me see if I can find it. Nathan Wolf threw up this alley-oop earlier on the program. If somebody throws down that alley-oop, we're going to get a bang here. We're going to get a bang here. And Chuck gets another treat. Nathan threw it up. Who's going to throw it down? What, do you want to be able to do it? Do you? And if anybody is weirded out that I kiss my dog, I love him very much. And if it bothers you, unsubscribe. I don't care. I can't be the only one. That's my best buddy right there. That's my best buddy right there. All right, let's see here. Let me get some commenters up on stage real quick. I also love when you guys shout out each other down in the chat. I think it's another great example that we're doing the right things here on the show. Somebody asked Mitch, do you have tequila? I mean, I live in a Mexican household, so yes, we have tequila. We also have this stuff. It's called Sotol, Sotol. We got it from our honeymoon. Dude, it is unbelievable. It's not really good in my opinion. It's just really strong. I don't know what it is, but really strong. Early rise for man's best friend, no doubt. When I come home from work, if I'm having a bad day, it's obviously great to see my wife, no doubt about it. But seeing Chuck, dude, it's amazing. All right, I believe we're about to get back to the game here, and it looks like we are. So I got to figure this out. Hang on. I don't know how to get that off the screen. I have no idea. All right, we'll figure it out. Okay. Now we're good. Quick throw. Jackson makes a man miss, and he's just so good. He's gone. Nobody got him. Touchdown, Seattle. What on earth is that play? Did he step out of bounds? So Jackson Smith and Jigba kept running down the sideline. I mean, he's inbound. Oh, no, he stepped out. He stepped out. That's going to be a gain of 12. That's going to be a gain of 12. So first down and 10, and that's going to be a gain of 12. Holy cow, man. What on earth? Darnold to Njigba for 17. It's very, very, very annoying. Handoff, Charbonnet, and he's going to rush for 11 yards. Holy cow. Also, speaking of holy cow. Oh, my Lord. When did this happen? Nathan Wolf throwing it up to Alex McGuire. Bang! I didn't know if Chuck was going to bark or not. Shout out to Alex McGuire for hooking up Chuck with another treat ski. He's just like Jaws, just underneath, just lurking. Throw! And it's going to be incomplete. 2nd down and 10. But you know what? He wasn't the only one. You throwing it up there. I got you. It's from Bayou. From Bayou. Chuck says, thank you very much, Uncle Bayou. Thank you very much. Gotcha, Wolf. What's up, Renz fam? The GOAT Alex. Keep Mitch in line. Tuna. Mount Raider More Nation. SaveAWarrior.org. Just make sure that you tell him Father Tom sent you. Make sure you tell him that Father Tom sent you. Handoff here, 2nd down and 10. And they're going to lose some yards. And that's going to be a 3, maybe 4-yard loss. I left my phone with the stream on upstairs. As I went back to get a snack, I came back down. Both my cats were watching. Well, you got to introduce your cats to Choco Bear and Roxy, the most legendary cats here at the Raiders Report. 3rd down and 14 to Bayou. If anybody throws down Bayou's, I'm finishing my beer here. 3rd and 14. Got to get a stop here. If you're able to hold them to a field goal, that's huge. Get those threes down in the chat. Where are we at, Robert? Darnold throws. He's going to find Walker, and it's a beautiful tackle there by the 49ers to wrap them up, and that's going to be 4th down. That's huge. I kind of hate that play call by Kubiak again. Very conservative when you've been able to push the ball down the field. And Stell, who's lined up in the nickel, does a great job not only getting through his blocker, but also being able to wrap up a very physical running back in Kenneth Walker. I mean, that's how you teach it right there. If there's any kids, that's how you teach it right there. Field goal units coming out here for Seattle. Good snap, good hold. Kicks up. I think he missed it. He pushed it. No good. 47-yard push to the right. Let's freaking go, man. Let's freaking go, man. He pushed it right. No good. So the Seahawks have left now 6 points on the board. They went for it earlier, 4th down and goal at their 40. Did not get it. Then you just missed a 47-yarder. Give me some LFGs down below. Give me some LFGs down below. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Shout out to Bayou. Shout out to Nathan Wolf. Shout out to all y'all. Alex McGuire in the building. And if anybody does not know, if you want to get in our duck race, $20 Venmo, Mitchell Renz 365. We're going to do a duck race at the end of the show. The more people that we get in our 50-50 raffle, the more money we can give away. Just scan that QR code there. There's also a QR code in the very top. I think it's top right side of your screen, could be top left. Wherever there's a QR code, top left, top right of your screen. If you scan that bad boy, then guess what? What ends up happening is you have that chance to get in the duck race Venmo. I want to be able to give away some money. I've given away over $1,000 on the program. Let's try to get there again. Let's try to get there again. All right, so as it stands right now, it looks like it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the San Francisco 49ers, and it's going to be at the 37-yard line. Seattle is up 7-0. The super chats that you guys see on screen, the person that you see on screen is our 49ers host. His name is Chase Sr., and they are live over on that channel. If you want to go hang out with them on that program, you can. But the reason why I'm showing you guys this screen today is because you can see how much time is left. You can see the 1st down and goal. You can see the score. And I just wanted to be able to, just keep you guys a little bit more up to date with some of the graphics that we already have, man. Cheers to y'all, though. I'm having fun. Don't hate the Niners. Hate the game from Stoffel. I mean, I hate the Niners. I'm not going to lie. I definitely hate the Niners, but it is what it is. If it helps the Raiders, it helps the Raiders. I mean, Niners have 6 plays. Seattle's got 24. Time of possession, 13:58 to basically 4. I mean, this has been a extremely lopsided game. Only down 7, though. And the Niners get ball to start the second half. Here we go. Brock Purdy's at a shotgun. It's going to be a throw to Kittle. Kittle's going to catch it. He bobbled it for a second, and he's able to get 6, maybe 7 yards down below. Second down and 4 coming up here. Robert, I don't know what the bots are doing. I don't know why they do it. It's so annoying. And what's worse is somebody actually spends time out of their day to make these. Imagine how lame of a human you got to be to make that many bots. Ricky Flores, Bang Bang Booty Gang. Shout out to Bayou. Jake Serb, mods working overtime today. Oh, I know. Purdy, shotgun. Seattle brings 5. They're going to throw it quickly here to McCaffrey. McCaffrey caught. First down, San Francisco. And that's the very first down of the day for the 49ers. That was huge. Again, you got to be able to get the drive going. They are in now Seattle territory. If you don't know our show, presented by Panda Subs, use code RaidersPanda for 25% off. That link is in the comments. It's also going to be in the description of today's program. Huge shout out to Panda Subs. Purdy rolling, finds a man on the right side. He's going to get pushed out of bounds. Not a lot of room there. Second down and 11. Maybe he was able to get back. It's not a lot of room, though. Come on. Come on. Second and 11, 10:50 to go. Got to get some points on the board here. Winner of this game is the number 1 seed in the NFC. And the winner of this game is the winner of the NFC West. The reason why Raiders fans want the 49ers to win, it helps us get the number 1 overall pick, even if the Raiders beat the Chiefs. Purdy looks, back foot, throws, and oh my goodness, he just threw a hospital ball to Juwan Jennings, and he gets absolutely crushed. Slow to get up. I think he got the wind knocked out of him there for a second. Third down and 11, 10:27 to go. I mean, it's just not good. I mean, that's a Jimmy Garoppolo hospital ball if I've ever seen one. A Jimmy flippin' Garoppolo hospital ball. He's looking for Jennings, and it's going to fall incomplete. Jeremy Valve getting in the duck race. Come on, Jeremy Valve. Let's go. Jeremy Valve, you in $20 Venmo for a chance to win $50 here on the Raiders Report. Third and 11. Purdy looking, steps up. He's going to scramble. Purdy scrambling, and he's going to dive. He's going to be short. If you're the Niners, do you go for it? Why for yes and for no? I think you're going to be looking at about 4th down and 2. I think you're looking at 4th down and 2 here. Jacob, sir, duck race today? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 4th and 1. They're going to go for it, but I'll tell you this, it's a long one. It's a very, very long one. 9:53 to go. Purdy. Ball's at Seattle's 39. Got to call hike. 3, 2, 1. They get it off in time. Now there's a stoppage to play. 9:41. I don't know if Mike McDonald, did he throw a challenge flag? All right, so Seattle ended up calling a timeout. And I think what they want to do here is they want to review the spot of the ball. They didn't look very happy of where this ball was spotted. So he throws the challenge flag and then immediately calls timeout. So it's 4th down and 1. No again, I think they're challenging the spot of the ball. So Purdy's foot goes out of bounds. I'll tell you this. I think this should be like 4th down and 3, 4th down and 4. It's 4th down and 1. I think San Francisco got lucky. I guess they can't challenge the spot of the ball. 4th and 1. Kittle's going to go in motion. Fake handoff to McCaffrey. Purdy looking, throws. And he's trying to throw it to Juszczyk, and Juszczyk can't come down with it. Purdy can't really get the throw off, and that's going to be a turnover on down. Seattle ball. I'll be real. I don't like this play call. It's 4th down and 1. To me, I'm trying to get Christian McCaffrey on a linebacker and let him work. If you get him on a linebacker, let him work, I mean, that totally changes it. Oh, damn it. All right. I'm not going to lie. That really stinks. Well, turnover on downs, it's going to be Seattle football. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a deal here. The next 3 people that get in the duck race, I'm going to give you a free duck. Let's get the duck race up there a little bit more. Let's get a little bit spicier. Next 3 people that get in the duck race, I'm going to give you a free duck. I'm not ducking around. If you think I'm ducking around, I'm not ducking around. I wouldn't duck around with you like that. I saw somebody ask me if I'm doing calls today. So the phone number y'all usually call is at the Chat Sports office. It's believe it or not, it's not my phone number. So it's not my phone number. Look at all these graphics we can do though. Check this out. Bingo bango. We're working on it. Put Mac Jones out there from Elijah? No. Shav, Mitch, can you please put me in the duck race for free? Shav, the problem is then if you win, I can't send you the money because I don't know how to send it to you. Jeff, your newer Raider fans may not know the Seahawks were in our division. True. Could be another reason why you should root for the 49ers tonight. Could be another reason. Stoffel says, I'm in. That beer looks good. Can't wait to have one once I get off work from Amador. Yeah, to me, like, again, there's different types of beer. Like, if I'm just going to have a beer at my house, I think Blue Moon's a good one. I actually also have a German-styled beer, which maybe I'll crack that one open. Dude, Chuck is passed out. Yeah. He is zonked out over here. But, I mean, like, you know, again, like watching a little bit of a football game, having a cold beer, I think that's pretty nice. So, here's to all y'all. All right, we're getting back here to ball game. Back to the ball game. First down and 10 here. Ball's going to be at the 40-yard line. Fake handoff. Darnold looking down the field. Middle strike. Wide open. I mean, Jackson Smith-Njigba's ability to find open space and for Darnold to be able to put it on him, I mean, it's really, truly unbelievable. I mean, he's working out of the slot, and they got basically 2 guys on him, but it's a really shit job by the safety to crash down. He's just kind of in no man's land, and now Seattle's in San Francisco territory yet again. I mean, the fact that Seattle's only up 7-0, this is just going to be one of those games. The longer and longer you keep them in this game, the better chance that the 49ers are going to be able to come back. But Seattle is dominating this game. All right, I just refreshed my phone. Got a few people that took advantage of the free duck. If you hear your name, shout out to you. I got Gabriel Ruiz. So, Gabriel, you were the first one. I see Bayou Raider. You're the next one. And then I see Brett Stoffleff. Hopefully I pronounced that right. So to Gabriel, Bayou, and Brett, You guys all got the free duck. Eric Mitchell, I see you. You're in. And then it looks like Chris Perez, you are also in. $20 Venmo right now for a chance to win $130 at the very end of today's show. $130 going to the winner at the end of the program. All right, so it's 3rd down and 4. Ball here at the 36-yard line. And I would imagine if they don't get this, they might try to go for it. They might even run it. 3rd and 4, Darnold, no run. San Francisco gets completely through. What a great job by Darnold to be able to pick up that first down. Like, to me, if you look at that play right there, like, that's what you want Fernando Mendoza in order to be able to do. A quarterback that you know is not a mobile quarterback, but that right there by Darnold, for a guy to go unblocked, did the 49ers guy hurt himself? Did he blow out his – I think there was an injury timeout, but in that quick highlight, it almost looked like he was reaching for his ankle. And, I mean, it looked like Sam Darnold put him on skates. There is an injured 49ers player down on the field. I'm going to let Chase cook here because I don't know who that is. So give me 1 second. No, it doesn't look like he's saying anything. All right, well, they're not saying anything over there, so I don't know. There's an injured 49er player, though, down on the field. Not good. Not good. Bayou, yes, your alley-oop is still up there.
You get ball at half.
Oh, man. Tough one. Tough one, tough one, tough one. All right, we'll get them off screen. I'll come back over here. I don't think we have any more super chats that I see. I'll go to the live comments right now. Who is the other guy speaking that we can't hear on the larger screen? His name's Chip. He's their producer. He's like their Chugs. So every channel here basically has a producer and a host. Now, not every single channel does, but most channels do. For our bigger channels, you have host and you have producer. So the reason why I'm at home today is because I just wanted to be able to try something out. Like, I just wanted to be able to do something a little bit different. Wanted to see if it worked out or not. I didn't have the ability to have a producer today, so the only way that I was able to do today's live show is if I just did it at my house and tried a little bit of some different technologies. The Danimal, I see a Danimal. The Danimal says Panda Sups is the best. Danimal, you're damn right. And if anybody wants to go out there and get started with our sponsor, Panda Sups, let's see if I can get all this together here. Chances are, I don't know. If anybody wants it, Panda Sups, code is Raiders Panda, 25% off at pandasups.com. If you don't want to take my word for it, take the Danimals. The Danimals' word. If you don't want to take my word for it, take the Danimals' word. The shirt I'm wearing is a Panda Sup shirt, and I'm going to put that link for you guys down in the comments and in the description of today's show. All right, I'm going to hop this off here. We're going to get back over here, and it's going to be a run, and it's going to be a gain of about, it looks like, 4 or 5 yards. I mean, right now there's no answer right now for San Francisco. They look defeated. To the 490 people that are here in the building, if you haven't yet already, hit that like button. Please, please, please make sure that you do. I'm trying to get to 300 likes. We're about 11 likes away. Mitch, did you know that we have a Buccaneers YouTube channel? You say we. Do you mean like we as Chat Sports or like you? But yes, I do know. There is a flag down. They tried to run it with Kenneth Walker. There is a flag. It's going to be holding against Seattle. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm actually one of the higher-ups at Chat Sports. So I know that might surprise some people, but I'm also a part of the hiring community, which No, I'm not even going to get into that. Not even going to get into that. I'll tell you what, lucky there wasn't a face mask there. 2nd and 14, ball at the 35-yard line. It was holding against Seattle, so they're going to back them up a little bit, though. I don't know if our score provider at Chat Sports is right because it says 2nd and 14 on their screen. It's only 2nd and 11. Throw completed, tight end, pushed out of bounds, and that's going to make it 3rd down and probably about 5. I want to say it was a gain of 6. Stoffel, Mitch, you still hiring? Honestly, man, yeah, we probably will hire another 6 to 7 people this year. We just hired some guy to do a lot of our Jets content, but we'll hire another probably 6 to 7 people. Oh, I'm hoping we get to 100 people here in the next 5 years. That would be amazing. Shotgun, Darnold, 3rd down and 6, 5:31 to go. Niners have all 3 timeouts. Seattle's got 1. Darnold drops back, looks, throws deep down the field. Oh, man, he had JSN, and it's going to fall incomplete. And that ball kind of hovered up there. If that ball would have been thrown a little bit quicker, JSN had his man beat. I mean, he cooks Green here. Green's counting his lucky stars because JSN cooked them. That ball is just hung up in the air a little bit. I think if Darnold throws that on a rope, it makes it tough to layer it in there. But if you throw that ball on a rope, you got a better chance of getting that one in. So kicker coming out here is Jason Myers. Missed one from 47 earlier today. This one's from 45. Good snap, good hold, kicks up. And this one he's going to knock through. 10-0 is the score. The Seattle Seahawks. I mean, again, like for this game to only be 10-0, the Niners got to be feeling really good. And you get ball to start the second half. This is for the NFC West. This game is also for the number 1 seed in the NFC. Seattle scored, though. Son of a gun. Chaco Bear, Chase does a great Charles Barkley impression. You know, I guarantee you this, Chaco Bear, if anybody goes over there right now and you bang on his show and say, hey, I'm from the Raiders Report, I want a Charles Barkley impression, I guarantee he does it. It is pretty good, man. Late throw by Dubs. Yeah, dude, I'm with you. Very, very late throw. For those of you that do not know, we do have a Bayou alley-oop still up. Who's going to throw it down? Who's going to throw it down? Oh, my God. These guys. Yeah. Sorry. When ads pop up, I'll do my best to get rid of it. I don't always see it right away, so that's probably my fault. That's on me. That's on me, baby. JD, let's go. Number 1 pick. Are you guys on board? Mendoza or type T for trade back? What would you guys do? Are you taking Mendoza or are you trading back? What would you do? M for Mendoza, T for trade back. What do you think? Are we all team Mendoza or are you team trade back? Taino says Mendoza. Blinky's going to go Mendoza. Ceci says, can you show the game? Cess, I can show the game, but you'd have to send me probably about a $1 million Venmo. That way I could just cover off all the legal stuff that I'll run into. So my Venmo is at Mitchell Renz 365 if you want to send that in, and then we'll be able to show the game. So we're not too far away. Oh, my God. Is this guy just putting down his own? Throwing it up, bringing it down. Bayou Raider. Bang! Chuck, I don't know how you're sleeping through this. And the slam for Jerry Danley. Bayou, I'll say this, man. I have not heard back from Jerry in a few weeks. Jerry, man, I hope you're doing all right, dude. I hope you're doing all right. I don't have an update. 2 at a time. Top 5 quarterbacks all time. DBs, scary movies, any topic. All right, y'all. What should be the topic? Give me a Tuna's top 5. Let me know down below. Bayou Raider spent his hard-earned money. He wants a Tuna's top 5. Bayou, cheers to you, brother. Scary movies? You guys are going to have to help me out because my wife's probably laughing up there if you guys want me to give you my top 5 scary movies. If you want a funny story about scary movies, I'll see if I can convince my wife to come down here and tell you a funny story. Purdy screen, and it's the Kittle, and he's going to lose a bunch of flipping yards. Oh, Christ, dude. They can't do anything on offense. I'm seeing a lot of scary movies. Again, my problem is I don't watch a lot of scary movies. These plays suck from Mr. Sir Dry. Dude, I'm with you. I'm with you. Let me see if I'll text her, see if she can tell you guys a funny story. Here, I'll text her. What are your favorite scary movies? Honey, I don't know if you can hear me, but oh, you're already texting me. I don't watch scary movies. You want to tell the story about when I had to pick a scary movie? She's yelling at me. All right, so Alex's scary movies are The Others, Butterfly Effect, Final Destination, Silence of the Lambs. Is Alien versus Predator a scary movie? I don't know. Throw first down! Juwan Jennings on 3rd down and 10. Let's freaking go, man. Let's get a little momentum. It was 3rd down and 10. A freaking strike to Juwan Jennings. And now they're in Seattle territory. Let's go, man. Those are thrillers, not scary movies from John. I'll tell you this. My scary movies are like Scary Movie 1. Alex said the aliens are scary. Handoff. A little bit of running room is going to lower his shoulder. Robinson. He's able to get about maybe 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. 3:14 to go. 3:14 to go. Renee says Halloween, Friday, The Conjuring, Scream, and Jigsaw. Holy crap. I mean, The Conjuring is very scary. What's that? I think it's literally called Cabin in the Woods. That's just horrifying. I also don't like anything demonic. As soon as it gets demonic, I'm out. 2nd and 4, ball here at the 42. Purdy pressured. He's got to get rid of it already. Throws, and it's going to be completed. It's a really good job, and it's a 1st down. No, I think I just lost my light. Yep. The light is crapped out. Buddy, you want a treat? It's from Bayou. He's literally sleeping Bayou. And he's chilling on it. Can I get some snuggles? No. Again, man, we were hooping today, so he's a little tired. If we got 10 bangs on this show, I would take my laptop on the roof and I'd hoop after this game. You want to tell the funny story? What are you doing? Oh. Bayou says Conjuring, Exorcist, and Insidious. Midsommar? What is that?
A Florence Pugh.
Midsommar?
It's like a culty.
Creepy?
Culty.
Culty. I mean, they can probably hear you. Robert says House of, hang on, I got to get this off. House of 1,000, what was that? House of 1,000 Corpses, The Descent, Hostel, Saw, Evil Dead. I mean, watching Hostel, I watched Hostel right before the first time I went to Paris. When we were going to stay in a hostel, That was awful. Has anybody ever stayed in a hostel? Buddy Bear, have you heard the theory that Kevin from Home Alone grew up to be Jigsaw? No, Buddy Bear, but only you would have that. I think we have some chocolate. We have all that dark chocolate from those s'mores. It's in like the cupboard up there. Someday I'll be able to get my wife to watch a game with us. I don't know if y'all heard her. She's like, I don't like the 49ers. So fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't really like the 49ers, to be fair. Jerry. What do you say? Russell Wilson stinks. I guess with that logic, then if Sierra was playing, I'd watch it. So Chuck made a few appearances. He said hello. He's just cooked, though. He's cooked. All right, y'all. We are at the 2-minute warning, so that's why there's been a little bit of a stoppage here. First down and 10, ball at the 37. San Francisco's got all 3 of their timeouts, and they get ball to start the second half. So, again, this has been an unbelievably boring and ugly football game. But if you're able to make this a 10-7 game and you get ball to come out here in the second half, you got to at least like the way you look. Jennings goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff here to McCaffrey, and just nowhere for him to go on the ground. They wrap him up quickly. They throw him down. Minute 49 here to go. Again, not a lot of running room. Are you done? If anybody's wondering, we are doing a duck race. I don't plan on doing one at halftime. I'm just going to do it at the end of today's show. It's a $20 Venmo. Right now you go home with $130. Wow, triple reverse. Flea flicker back to Purdy, and he's going to throw it, and McCaffrey gets popped out of bounds. And I didn't know if that was a little bit of a late hit. Not going to be the case. It's third down, a minute 17 to go. And they have all 3 timeouts. You've got to try to get points on the board to make it a one-possession game, but Seattle's got a timeout. And there's a minute 17. Also, Winters is going to the locker room. He's able to walk off on his own power. He was the one that had his ankles broken by Darnold. 3 to the left. Purdy's back there by himself. He's looking. The pocket's collapsing. Purdy hit, sacked. And he's going to lose a yard. 4th down and 4 coming up. The Niners got a decision to make. I wonder if Seattle's going to use their final timeout. And Nwosu just comes off the edge here. He's able to get back inside, and it's the pocket just collapses. There's no room for him. No room. 4th and 3. Do you go for it? Why for yes and for no? Do you kick the field goal? I mean, it's 10-0. Seattle used their final timeout. So, again, Seattle has no timeouts left. The Niners have the ball to start the second half. They're going to bring out the kicker, Pinheiro. I mean, they've had a lot of kicking issues this season. Eddie Pinheiro, 8th season. He's 41 of 50 from field goals from 40 to 49. And he's 9 for 9 this season. I feel like I just jinxed him. 48-yard attempt here. Also on that sack, and Nwosu is 1 sack away from a $250,000 bonus. Kicks up, and the kick's good. Niners are able to get a score, make it a 10-3 ball game. They have all 3 timeouts. So, honestly, if I'm the 49ers, if Seattle comes out here quickly and that first play is maybe an incomplete ball, you might want to try to stop the clock. Maybe try to put a few extra points on the board, go 10-6 and a half. The fact that this is a one-possession game and it's been a very, very ugly game for the Niners. This has been dominated by Seattle. 10-3 is the score. We've got a few super chats to get to. What's up, Trace? What's worse, Broncos Super Bowl or Raiders passing on Mendoza? It's Trace, yes. Still, yeah. What do you guys think? What's worse, Broncos Super Bowl or Raiders passing on Mendoza? I mean, I'll be real with you. I think Raiders passing on Mendoza brings me a lot more harm to myself. I've dealt with Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. If the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, I can't deal with another really shitty year. I'm going to be honest. It's going to be returned here by Seattle, and they're going to get all the way out to about the 35-yard line. So here comes Darnold in the Hawks. No timeout, 60 seconds to go before the half. I would say Raiders passing on Mendoza. I know Broncos winning the Super Bowls. It sucks. But, if the Broncos win the Super Bowl, but we get Mendoza, I think that puts us in a better chance to get a Super Bowl. Unless you're telling me I can trade back and I can also get potentially Lamar Jackson. Scariest movie of all time is the season of Raiders football from Raider Trades. You got an audible laugh from my wife. Darnold sacked! Call timeout, San Francisco. If I'm the Niners, I call timeout here. They're not going to call timeout. The clock's going to continue to tick. So Seattle is sacked. Does anybody disagree with me, though? Because, you just lost. The Seahawks just lost 7-ish yards. It's second down and 17. The Niners have all three of their timeouts. If this was me, I would have called a timeout, and I would have tried to get another possession for my offense. Seattle, second and 16, looking. And he's going to get rid of it. He's going to throw it to the tight end. And they're trying to rip that ball out, unable to do so. 14, 13, 12. And I think what we're just going to do here is we're going to head into halftime. Seattle's up 10-3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halftime. Halftime. Seattle's up 10-3. But what an unbelievable, ugly first half. That's one of the ugliest first halves I've seen in a while. But good teams make second half adjustments. It's an interdivision game. Shanahan, 115 rushing yards allowed in the first half. It's the most this season. Got to give credit where credit's due to Clint Kubiak and to Seattle. But they've left a lot of points out there on the board. This game should be a lot more in the Seahawks' favor than what it is right now. Are you planning a watch party in Vegas next year? I would like to be able to do one. It really comes down to, are the Raiders good or not? Because the other side of it is, somebody's got to pay for me to come out there. And when the Raiders are bad, not many people are looking, to pay somebody to do an event, right? Now, if the Raiders are good, then it makes it a little bit easier. Though I have been talking to some people about just doing a Raiders Report event. I don't know if it would be a watch party, just because watch parties, no matter what, there's a price tag involved. Where if I just am able to do like a Raiders event, then I'd like to be able to do that. What up, Steven? What happens to the LOML? I don't know what that means.
Love of my life.
Oh. They no longer work at Chat Sports. Grade the 49ers first half. Give me an A, B, C, D, or F. A, B, C, D, or F. How would you grade it? If I'm grading that for the Niners, I'm giving that a D. It's not an F because you at least put 3 up and it's a one-possession game. But you got to be counting your lucky stars that it's a one-possession game. It's not. If you're going to talk shit, at least come over here. Come on.
No.
Oh, almost got you. Almost got you. I see JD saying D. C for choking from Ricky Flores. Jake Serb's going to go with the D. Raider Nation 1994 says D. Stoffel the Badger's going to go with an F. Steven said Chuck needs more airtime. I don't think you guys realize how fast Chuck is right now. My guy is zonked. I'll show you real quick. Visual on. My guy is he is very much sleeping. Very, very, very much sleeping. You think you got some new wedding photos up there? Not too bad, right? Not too bad. I think I just paused it. Some wedding photos. What do y'all think? Not too bad. Alex just put them up. I give you a whole grand tour if you'd like. We're in the middle of cleaning. The other day we had a little bit of a leak. I don't know what the hell just happened. What? Show the house? You know, we go MTV crib style. Show it from the fridge. What's like your favorite MTV show? Parental Control, Silent Library. Next. Renee, Chuck the pup. Chuck's a legend, man. Chuck is very stressed on that first pick because he knows I'm stressed about it. If I'm stressed about it, then Chuck's usually pretty stressed about it. Oh, boy. All right, well, while we are waiting for the second half to get going here, I'm going to answer Super Chat. So if anybody wants to ask me anything Raiders-related, head coach, because right before I went live, Jordan Schultz put out a report, and I think the writing is on the wall for Pete Carroll. So if anybody has any questions to me about Pete Carroll, about Max Crosby, about the Raiders and Chiefs game, about this offseason, please, please, please fire away. When I see the questions come in, I will put them up on screen. What up, Rich? You think Clint Kubiak would pick us versus the Giants? How he looking? I mean, I like Clint Kubiak. I think to me, he hasn't been a name that I have heard from anybody inside of that organization. The only three names that I have heard are Robert Saleh, Jesse Minter, and Brian Flores. And I want to be clear. Jesse Minter is, I would say, the clear favorite right now to be the next Raiders head coach. And it's only because I've been hearing Minter for such a long time, and because, you know, John Spytek and Tom Brady are the top two people I would say calling the shots. Those Michigan ties in there, I think so. In terms of the job, I think it comes down to the quarterback. And if Kubiak were to look at what both teams have, would you rather work with Jackson Dart or would you rather work with Fernando Mendoza? I personally would rather work with Fernando Mendoza, and I'm not just saying that because I'm on the Raiders side. The other thing that, though, I would look at is the offense that I can run. And the offense that Clint Kubiak runs is very, very similar to an offense that I think the Raiders would run with Ashton Genty, with Brock Bowers, with Fernando Mendoza, and just a good overall offensive line. And, again, if anybody thinks that we're not going to have a good offensive line this offseason, if we don't have a good offensive line this season, it's because the Raiders didn't make it a priority. And if that's the case, then shame on you, Raiders. Shame on you, Raiders. All right, I see some other questions. What do we got here? Rich, Jesse Minter scares me. What if he sabotages us? I don't see why somebody getting their first head coaching gig in the NFL would sabotage. It's only Mendoza or Lamar. I agree with you. I am on board for both of those. I don't know what that means, Vladimir. I don't know what that means. I mean, who do you want to be the Raiders starting quarterback next season? Is it everybody's like, I want Mendoza, Lamar? Is it, do you want Dante Moore? Do you want somebody else? Malik Willis, I've been hearing plenty about. I mean, user says, well, we just got to stay healthy on the O-line. We also got to have better talent. Like, you got to be able to use guys the right way. Because again, you can have talent, but if you're not playing, like, you can have a guy like JPJ. If you're not going to play him where he's supposed to play it, it doesn't really matter, right? Right? I got to be able to play him in the right spots. Chambliss or AOC. I mean, if I had to pick, I don't really think Chambliss has shown me anything yet that he can play in the NFL. AOC's at least a thrower, but Chambliss obviously is a much better runner, way more athletic. Noan Willis from the Danimal, Mendoza from Leo. We have to draft a quarterback, period, from Eric Mitchell. I mean, who would it be, though? Like, to me, if you don't draft a quarterback, yeah, you're probably right. No matter what, you got to take one just because you lost Cam Miller to the Miami Dolphins. So if your only quarterback is Aiden O'Connell under center, if that's the only guy, then that's the only guy. Dominic, who's Minter? Minter is the defensive coordinator for the Chargers. I've made plenty of videos on Minter of why the Raiders are interested in him. So if you want to go check it out, please, please, please do. I get a hello from you. So heavy. Yeah. So for those who don't know, this is my dog Chuck. He's was taking a nap, so he's not thrilled that I woke him up from his nap. But I've done a few shows with Chuck in the past, and clearly wants to go back for his nap. I saw a few people like, yo, we got to get some Chuck. Early riser. Go Raiders says hello. You see him down there in the chat? We got Jake Serb. What's up? What's up? We got Doggo from Flacco. Yes, Chuck just had his birthday. His birthday's on New Year's Eve. He turned 5 years old. He's a good boy. Bestest boy on the planet. My best bud. We ended up playing a little bit of basketball today. That's why he's a little tired. Probably played for like 90 minutes. I like to think that I got the win, but I don't know. His defense is pretty stellar. I get it. What's up? You want a camera shot? Say, what's up, Chuck? What's up, Chuck? Raider Nation 88 says, what's up to you, buddy? Who would be Minter's OC? In a perfect world, if I could get Mike McDaniel from the Dolphins, because, again, he's a run-first guy. I think whatever offense we get, it's got to be run-first offense. Like, I know we're talking a lot about Mendoza. But the way that you're going to get the best version out of Mendoza, not running the same offense they run at Indiana, but Mendoza is very good, and he's just – and you have a game like 14-16 for 3 touchdowns. I got you. But you have a game like that, you really need to have a good running game. All right, we're going to put you back to the sweeps. Sorry, y'all. He's when he starts fidgeting a little bit, I'm like, all right, we'll put him back. Though we did just cross 300 in super chats, which shout out to all of y'all. I did say every time we cross 100, it's a treat. So to Esco, Chuck is very happy with you. Very, 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 very happy with you. We are waiting for the second half to get started here. I would assume it's going to be a little bit. We typically do duck races, but right now I'm just answering some questions. Decided to go live for this game because it does help out the Raiders get the number 1 overall pick. If the 49ers are able to find a way to get a win, if you're like, wait, how is that even humanly possible? Here's how that's possible. So if the Raiders win and the Giants lose, we need 3 out of these 4 things to happen. To me, I want to be able to root for the Raiders to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. And if 3 out of these 4 things happen, we will be able to root for the Raiders and take down the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, if the Giants just win outright and they just beat Dallas, then we'll be able to root for it no matter what. But this is, again, if the Raiders win and the Giants lose, if 3 out of those 4 things happen, we can root for the Raiders because we'll have the number 1 overall pick. Just to clarify. All right, let me go back here to this screen. Appreciate y'all. And now we're back to here. Mitch, it's Mendoza and no one else for me. I like Lamar, but I think he's injury prone. Plus, he'll be expensive. You know, I don't like people calling Lamar injury prone, and I only say that because he's missed, I think, 5 games, 6 games in the last 3 years. He's 28 years old. Yes, he's going to be expensive. His salary cap is 74.5, which I know you hear that and you're like, holy crap. However, though, the way that would happen is like if you're the Raiders, you go out and you trade for Lamar, you give him a 3-year extension. Give him a 3-year extension. You try to backload some of that money then. You give him some extra guarantees, and he's probably coming out, it's like $60 million per year. But if you backload it, it's not as big of a deal because when you think about what quarterback contracts are going to be in 2028 and 2029, honestly, dude, like they're going to be like 70, 75 mil. Very, very hefty price tags. Also, we are getting ready to get this second half started. It is officially kicked off, and the 49ers can't pick up the ball at the 5-yard line, and it's just a god-awful return, and they're down at the 13-yard line. It's a shit start. An absolute shit start. Man. John, Mitch, just got back from church. What did I miss? It's 10-3 right now in the score. I can show you guys. I'll bring back our 49ers coverage. So, again, it's 10-3 Seattle. San Francisco has the ball at the 13-yard line. And it's going to be a handoff here up the middle to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's able to weave his way. He's able to get a few. And here we go. And we got to get some momentum going here if you're San Francisco. This has been all Seattle. McCaffrey tonight, 7 touches, only 30 yards. Can't happen. You're not going to win many football games. 3rd down conversions this season. Niners are the best team on offense, 51%. Only 20% tonight, though. Seattle's got the best 3rd down defense in the NFL. It's going to be a handoff here to McCaffrey, and he just looks slower. They're filling up lanes. And now you got 3rd down and 4. I mean, you cannot afford to have a quick 3 and out here. 3rd down and 4 here for San Francisco. In a very, very, very boring game. Holy hell. Ball at the 18. 3 to the right. Kittle's by himself to the left. Purdy, shotgun. Seattle brings 4. Purdy steps up, throws. Looking, gets hit, and he's going to be able to come down with it. 1st down, San Francisco. Type those ones down below. Let's go. I at least want to see a good game. I'm sick and tired of the punts left after right. So they got 3 on that right side, and Purdy, I'll say this, what a great job there by Kittle to be able to block Nwosu. When you can put a tight end on a defensive end and it's that result, it just really opens up what you're able to do as an offense. Ball at the 31. Kittle goes in motion. Fake handoff to McCaffrey. Purdy looking. They're going to check it down to McCaffrey, and he's able to get about 7 yards, 2nd down and 3. Coming up here for the 49ers, 12:50 to go. McCaffrey jogs off the field. Brian Robinson comes in the game. 2nd and 3. Like, to me, they got to continue to get McCaffrey the football. I mean, even if you're not running, when you're able to check that down and you're kind of able to run through the air, that's huge. 2nd and 3, fake handoff, looking, quick throw. It's going to be Kittle in the flat. Kittle's going to catch it, and he's going to get enough for a first down. That's a first. Type those ones. That's going to be a gain of 4. I saw somebody say that if we have the number 2 pick, we'll still get Mendoza. I promise you this, that's not true. The only way you're getting Fernando Mendoza is if you have the number 1 overall pick. Because if the Giants have the number 1 pick, they're trading it. And they're going to trade it to the New York Jets. The only way you're getting Mendoza is if you have the number 1 pick. Ball at the 42, use check, motion, handoff, Robinson, and Robinson gets just battered down. I mean, that's a tough hit. Thought he got hit in the head. It's going to be 2nd and 7 coming up here. Big him. Would the Raiders really look at Matt Nagy for a head coaching job? God, I hope not. Hiring Matt Nagy to be a head coach is like hiring Josh McDaniels. I'm not kidding you. I would, if the Raiders went out and they hired Matt Nagy, I would really contemplate covering the Raiders. Because obviously, I would never leave the Raiders. But you would just sit here and go, Mark, you're a freaking idiot. An absolute moron. 2nd and 7. Fake handoff. Pressured again. Purdy sacked. I mean, the ability to generate pressure with 4, that time it's Reed, and I know San Francisco's got a lot of injuries on their offensive line. Bro, you are lounging right now. If there's I'm just going to show y'all what Chuck is doing right now. I mean, my guy is living his best life. Chilling right now. Chilling like a villain. Chilling like a villain. 3rd down and 13. Purdy drops back, looking, throws. And it's just no man's land. And he's on his back again. See, again, when you're able to generate pressure with 4 and you're able to do this much pressure, it just makes your entire secondary look that much better. Which is why if you're the Raiders, it's just so important to be able to build in the trenches. Got to be able to build in the trenches. I mean, he looks defeated. And I don't blame him. He looks defeated right now. Ball at the 39, and they're going to have to punt this one away. It's Thomas Morstead. Morstead has punted more in this game than the 49ers did the entire month of December. And this is a hell of a return here by Shaheed. And they're going to get out to about the 36, 37-yard line. It's going to be a pickup out, honestly, 15 to 20 yards. The story of this game, though, is Seattle's defense against the 49ers front. There's just no answer. I mean, Purdy looks shook. He looks like he's seeing ghosts. And then you got the Seahawks on the other hand. They've left 6 points out there. A missed field goal, and they went for it on 4th down and goal at the 4-yard line. Did not get it. I mean, think about how this game would feel if it was 16-3 right now. If this was a 16-3 ball game, it would feel massive. And I mean massive. Cheers to y'all, man. Cheers to all y'all. 4:61 to go. Oh, this game. I mean, they returned it 20 yards, punted for 40 yards, so that's a 24-yard punt, basically. That's not going to do you much good. Not going to do you much good. All right, while we are waiting for Seattle to get back out here on the field, I do want to remind all of y'all that today's show is sponsored by Panda Subs. If you don't already know, it's code RaidersPanda, 25% off at pandasubs.com. You know, earlier we had somebody in the chat saying Panda Subs is awesome. It really, truly is. It's a game changer. I'm somebody like, I got a huge sweet tooth. Ninja Creamy is not a sponsor. I mean this, if anybody out there, and I mean anybody, likes ice cream, has a sweet tooth, get some Panda Subs protein, turn it into a creamy. You're not going to believe how good it tastes. You're not going to believe that it's healthy for you. PandaSups.com, code RaidersPanda is how you get started. Cheers to all y'all. Cheers to Panda. Also, if you don't know, we are doing a duck race today. It's going to be at the very end of the show. It's a $20 Venmo to get in. Right now, as it stands, you would have the opportunity to go home with $130. $20 Venmo, chance to win $130. I will do a 50-50. I will do a duck race like I always do. You got a scratch? You got an itch? First down at 10, 10:07 to go. I mean, let's see here if they can get an answer, because the answer there hasn't been one. Darnold looking, throws, Walker caught, and he's able to get about 2 yards. I mean, the 49ers defense is keeping them in this football game. I'm running out of things that the 49ers can do on the offensive side of the football. To the 400-plus people here that are here, shout out to y'all. If you haven't already, please, please, please hit that like button. Second down and 8. I'm sorry that this game sucks. 9:36 to go here. If you don't know, I will be live tomorrow for the Giants and Cowboys game. I'm going live for that game, and I'll also be live, obviously, for Raiders-Chiefs. Darnold drops back at the screen, and it's a beautifully set up screen here to Kenneth Walker, and it's a first down, Seattle. The 49ers must be sleepwalking, or they're doing their best Raiders impression. Either way, this is not good. Seeing some FKCs. Vladimir, what's up? What's up? V-Dog. Harbaugh knows him inside and out. Yeah, but he's also from the Harbaugh tree, which that matters a lot to Mark. Can somebody tackle? I mean, Kenneth Walker is just a pinball right now, bouncing off tacklers. It looks like the Raiders tackling. Stoffel says Crosby is staying. I hope you're right. I mean, there was a reason why I did a show. Again, it was I made the show about 10 days ago. You guys saw it last Friday, and I had a source tell me that a Max Crosby trade isn't impossible. But I think it really comes down to what they want to do for that rebuild. Because if they want to draft Mendoza, the chances of them trading away Crosby go up. What a play here by Mustafa, the safety. Comes in. Cleveland Ferrell, the former Raider, greets him as well. Second down and 2. They try to go run with Walker, and the safety comes up, blows that play up. Third down and 2. Injured Seahawks player down on the field. I can't quite see who that is, but he goes nowhere. It's third down and 2. Third and 2. But the reason why I say if they draft Mendoza, there's a better chance of them trading Crosby is because if you want to go rebuild, you want extra draft picks. Your only 2 options of getting extra draft picks this year, again, rebuild draft picks, trading Max, or trading back from number 1. Early riser, Max is young-minded. A healthy 2026 for Max is beneficial for both. Oh, I agree. The Raiders have already paid Max. But Max is about to be 29 years old. He's dealt with plenty of knee injuries. Like, you can't say Lamar Jackson is injury-prone and not say Max Crosby's injury-prone. Max has missed way more games than Lamar Jackson over the past 3 years. It's not a lot, but he has. Max has missed more football games. Again, I think it comes down to what exactly do you want to do? Correct, JD. If the Giants win, we get the number 1 overall pick. I see an interesting question here from Big Him. Let me see if I can get there. So, how does Bowers, Michael Mayer, and Kyle Pitts sound for Mendoza? And what is Pitts' value this summer? Yeah, again, I don't know what Kyle Pitts is going to get. I could see some team overpaying him because of how talented he is, but that's 3 tight ends. I mean, to me, the only way that you're going to do that is if truly you view Kyle Pitts or Brock Bowers as a wide receiver. And I don't think that that's going to happen. I also would get nervous about paying Kyle Pitts. Like, to me, if you really truly want to go out and you want to sign a wide receiver, let me see here real quick. I mean, I always see people saying, like, Alec Pierce is a name that I always hear people bring up. But, Alec Pierce, I mean, that's going to be $15 million per year. I'm not like Deebo Samuel's going to be a free agent. George Pickens, I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. I mean, Pierce, they're saying his market value is $19 million. In all honesty, if we were to go out and get a guy like Clint Kubiak, I'd say like a guy like Rashid Shaheed would be interesting, like 15 mil. All right, here we go. We're going to go back to the game here. 3rd down and 2. Ball at the 40. Kupp's going to go in motion. Handoff. He's got to wiggle a little bit. And Charbonnet is going to lose a bunch of yards. What a play by Lenore. That's going to be a loss of 4 or 5 yards. That is a huge stop. Huge stop. I mean, they brought some pressure. Charbonnet tried to bounce it out. I think, honestly, could have got called there for a hold. Really good job by San Francisco to set the edge. And Charbonnet goes backwards. So, I mean, you go from being 3rd down and 2, now you're going to be like 4th down and 6, and now they're going to have to punt it. I mean, I'm sorry, but if you're Seattle, you are pissing away points. I mean, that's a drive you just can't afford not to score on. Fair fought, and here comes San Francisco, 6:47 to go, 3rd quarter. Got to get some momentum. And the 3 is the score. What a play by Lenore. Be able to come up there in that box, make that tackle on the running back, I mean, that's big time. Stop what we're getting Mendoza at 2, 0% chance. I will bet anybody out there that Mendoza is the number 1 overall pick. I will bet everybody out there. He will be number 1, whether it's the Raiders or whether it's the Giants. He will be the Jets. He will be the number 1 pick. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Do you guys agree with that? I mean, Vladimir says number 1. Let's freaking go. Number 1 pick, JD. Still got to get there. Again, the reason why I am live today is because I want to be able to root for the Raiders tomorrow. I don't think he's spreading misinformation, Renee. I think it's just an opinion. Stoffel's an OG. Stoffel's been here a while. John Rodriguez putting some life into me. Let's go to John. Mitch, if Chambliss is able to come out, we should definitely move back, stock up on picks, and get him in the later rounds. I'll have to watch him a little bit more. I've watched him a handful of times this year. Again, we got some friends down here that are Ole Miss fans. So I've gone and I've watched some Ole Miss football games. My problem with him, though, is I don't think he's a good thrower. Like, the first comp that honestly came to my mind is like a Dorian Thompson-Robinson, where you could tell that he's athletic. You can tell that he's got some wiggle to him, but I just don't see him being good enough as a thrower. and he's not going to be your starter, right? Like if you draft him, you should let him sit for 2 to 3 years. Try to let him develop. Like try to go like the Malik Willis route where you don't play him for 2 to 3 years. Hopefully he gets better. Like if you told me that this is their plan, I guess I would ask who's going to be their starting quarterback this season. Hand off McCaffrey. He's going to gain about 3 because you have Aiden. He's not going to start. Chambliss isn't ready to start. So to me, then you got to go out and you got to add another quarterback in free agency. Not good. Not good. All right, here we go. Ball at the 12-yard line. So it was first down and 10 at the 9. Can we get some good vibes going? Every $5 super chat. Let's get some good vibes going. I'm going to take a sip for every 5. Cheers to y'all. Throw, Purdy, McCaffrey caught. That's going to be a gain of 5. I know. I know. Third down and 2, 5:45 to go here. Dino said, can we get some F the Niners? We're rooting for the Niners today, man. I know the Niners are not a fan favorite, but we're rooting for the Niners today because it helps the Raiders get the number 1 pick. Third down and 2. 3 to the left. Throw, high throw, short. It's going to be 4th down and 1. And I don't know how you design a play where you don't design it to get to the first down marker. I mean, he's a yard behind Robinson. He's a yard behind the first down sticks. And that just can't happen. It's a bad throw by Purdy, making him leave his feet. But you got to run that route at least a yard or 2 past the first down marker. And now you're punting it again. Christ, dude. They're caught at the 32-yard line. What do you think, buddy? What do you think, dude? What's up, John? It better be water or juice. What better be water or juice? I got Blue Moon. Again, I'm okay to have a beer here and there. I don't do the shows anymore where it's 15 beers in a live show. That ain't gonna happen. But like when I'm sitting at home watching a football game, sometimes I'll just have a beer. Dino, weren't you going to get a new dog? I do want to be able to get a new dog, yes. But that's probably going to have to wait until next year. Yeah, we wanted to be able to get Chuck a buddy, which we'll be able to do soon. Just not yet. Just not yet. I know, V-Dog, another freaking punt. I mean, this game has been boring. This game has been I mean, look at Chase. I mean, they're in shambles right now. I don't even know if they're talking. Can you guys hear them?
This is a rough one offensively, man.
I mean, they're definitely not used to this.
All right, while we have a break, 49ers Report brought to you by
So our sponsor tonight is not Prize Picks, just so y'all know. John! Cool heck! Oh my God, I actually love this. I freaking love this name. Cool as heck! Draft Mendoza and his whole effing offensive line. Yo, real talk, I think probably one of my favorite things about that game the other day, They gave the Indiana offensive line the MVP. I mean, that's freaking sick. Cool as heck. If somebody throws down cool as heck's alley-oop here, I'm going to get another one, and it's just going to go right down. Let's go, man. Actually, I could probably already go get one. Hang on. Hang on. He's in the back. This quick call to the fridge. What you buy cool as heck. Get on your couch. On the ground! And it is recovered by Seattle. Almost a disaster. Almost a disaster. So it was a handoff. I mean, Darnold trips. And oh my God, I mean, it was right in the belly of the Niners, and he was unable to fall on it. I mean, they can't get anything go their way. I mean, that ball, you got to recover that. Who is that missed it? I couldn't see who missed it. Cheers to you, man. Anybody ever had this one before? Yeah. Clearly not a sponsor. Can't even show the beer. Cool as heck, dude. Let's go. Poor looks like he's falling asleep. I mean, it's a tough game. Rough game. 3rd and 17. I mean, both teams still have all 3 of their timeouts. I mean, Chase kind of looks like Chuck right now. Dude's just gassed. 3rd and 17, Darnold. They're going to run the football here with Walker. Oh, my God, he's going to get it. He got the first down. 3rd and 17 run, and it's a gain of 18 first down. Oh, my. I mean, they can't do anything right. 3rd and 17, and they just got the first down. Though they might be a little bit behind me. I mean, what the hell do you do? Can't get a stop. They literally tried to give you the ball. And now you go play action, you throw a freaking strike to JSN, and it's a first down. Oh, Christ, dude. Robert Jansen, that's so Raiders. I mean, it's the most Raiders game I've seen the 49ers play all season. But again, tip your cap to Seattle. This is what's made them a good team all year. They play hard football. Tough-nosed football. Darnold looking. Got to get rid of it. Throws in the flat. Charbonnet, nobody's around him. Charbonnet makes a few guys miss, and it's another first down Seattle. I mean, what on earth am I watching here? I mean, San Francisco, and I get it, it's an interdivision game, but I mean, this has been a joke of a performance. I think there's a timeout. There's an injury timeout down on the field for a 49ers player. I did just see Simon TG. What up, Simon TG? In. Also, Tanya Smith. In. $20 Venmo right now for a chance to go home with, as it stands right now, $150. If you want to get in our 50-50, if you want to get in our duck race, scan that QR code up on screen, send $20 to your boy, and then do your best to wish for luck. Do your best to wish for luck. I mean, that first down run is the reason why Seattle's going to win this game. I mean, if you're able to get a stop there, again, like Seattle's had so many opportunities in this one. So many opportunities. I mean, what is the box score? I mean, you're looking right now at the team stats. 16 first downs for Seattle, only 5 for the Niners. 264 yards for the Seattle, 105 for the Niners. I mean, that's unheard of. Batted second down and 10. Here we go. It's a really nice play by the defensive tackle. Collins be able to get his paws up there, bat that ball down despite not being able to get after the quarterback. Darnold at the 25. I mean, look at that stat breakdown. A lot of motion. They're going to go to the ground game, and it's going to be Charbonnet. And I just quickly stopped. Third down, but they can't get off the field on third down. Seattle, 4 of 8. I mean, just, again, if you were to tell me what I think the score of this game would be, it would not be 10-3. Let's see what Clint Kubiak here does on this play. If you haven't already, if you guys could do me a solid, please hit that like button. Believe it or not, it does help us out a lot. All right, here we go. Third down and 9. Darnold throw, broken up. Oh, my God, the flag came out so late. I mean, the flag comes out 3 seconds after the play. It's going to be an automatic first down, pass interference on Green. Renario Green, he's on the outside on Shaheed. I mean, I think it's a pretty easy call. It's a pretty bad defensive play there by Green. I mean, you got to call that. I think you got to call that. Mitch, Kubiak looking to be the guy to coach our team. I think the offense that he runs, like look at the offense that Seattle's running here tonight. I mean, that's the type of offense that you want the Raiders to run. You want them to really rely on tight ends, 2 tight ends. You want them to be able to rely on the running game with Ashton Genty. And you want to be able to rely on a quarterback that just makes good, sound decisions and doesn't turn the football over. If that happens, you're going to win a lot of football games for the Raiders. It's just the truth. You're going to win more football games. I also realized that my banner hasn't been up, so I apologize. Darnold pitches it forward here to Charbonnet, second down and 12, and that's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Give me some 4s down below. Give me some 4s down below. We are here at halftime. What up, Nathan? What do we got here? Let's see. See what other look I can give you. Apparently, not any good looks. What do we got, Nathan? Bro, just rewatched Nav and us doing drinks in North Carolina. Showed my 4-year-old his pops doing tequila shots and chatting with you. With my observation at the first game, he was like, bang. I mean, what's crazy is that trip is already so long ago. I mean, like that felt like this year. You know what I mean? Like when I think of that trip, I'm like, oh, that was this year, week 1. That was last year, week 1. I want to be able to do more meetups. I want to be able to do more get-togethers with Raiders fans. I really, truly do. I'm hoping that I am able to do more this upcoming year. I'm also hoping that we can do a lot more like prizes, giveaways. I want to be able to give away like tickets to games more often. So we'll be able to crank it up a little bit. But Yeah, I mean, you guys, that whole trip was a good time. The amount of drinks that were bought at that bar between Rustin Long, his significant other, Rustin, I don't know if you guys are still dating, but it was the most round of shots I've ever seen. Outside of the time I was with Nick Wachowski and his brother for his 21st birthday. It is the most shots I've ever seen just circulating. I see LA Koresh Dog said, Mitch, if you could, give me an Ed Duck race. Gunny, I got you $20 Venmo right now for a chance to win $160. We are here in the fourth quarter. I see Kevin. I see Belaine, Richard, E. Shape. I see each and every one of y'all typing those scores. Mitch, if we beat KC, get the number 2 pick, miss on Mendoza, what's the plan? I mean, if you miss on Mendoza and you don't have the number 1 overall pick, I think if you're the Raiders, you don't have the number 1 pick. In all honesty, I think you're trading Max. I think you're trading Max because the new regime is going to want to rebuild. They're going to want some of those extra draft picks. I think they would try to get draft picks for 2027, and they would try to go all in for CJ Carr. And if it's a true rebuild year, then I don't know who the quarterback would be. But I'll keep saying it. If you don't get Mendoza, you better go get Lamar Jackson. 3rd and 7 here for Seattle. I think somebody jumped. Pressure coming in. Darnold's got to throw it. And it's a beautiful open field tackle there by San Francisco. And that's going to make this 4th down and 6. I think if you're Seattle, you kick this field goal. You make it 13-3. It's 4th down and 6. Your defense has played phenomenal. Make it a 2-possession game. And I believe that's what we're going to get here. I'll be real with you, dude. I don't even want to think about the Raiders not having the number 1 overall pick. Because if the Raiders don't have the number 1 pick, I don't know what I'm going to do. Kicks up and it's good. 31-yarder, and it is through. Also, on that pass by Sam Darnold, he has passed 4,000 passing yards and just put an extra $500,000 in his pocket. That pass by Darnold put $500K in his pocket. Must be nice. Oh, my goodness. It must be nice. Can you even imagine? A little $500K in your pocket? Christ. Someday, right? Someday we'll get there. For those of you that do not know, we are here in the fourth quarter, and it's going to be the last time that I tell you about our sponsor, Panda Subs. Get into shape. Go to pandasubs.com. Use code RaidersPanda for 25% off. If you spend $99 or more, you're going to get free shipping. If you spend $150, you get free shipping and a free hat. If you spend $199, you get free pre-workout and free shipping. If you want to know what I use, I'm a big protein guy from Panda. I do like their Thermogenics. Their pre-workout Panto is very good. I've used their greens before. I don't have any greens left. I actually just ran out of protein, so I'm going to have to go get some more protein from Panda. But if anybody wants to go get started, that link is down in the comments. It's in the description of today's show. Huge, huge shout out to Panda Subs for sponsoring today's program. Shout out to you, Panda. Panda. You can tell I'm getting tired. I know I'm getting tired now. I need to get some life going. Got to get some life going in me. How are we going to do it? Who's going to wake me up? Who's going to wake me up? I need the freaking 49ers to score. That'll wake me up. Got to get some good vibes going, for the love of God. Got to get some good vibes going. $13 to 3 is the score here. What is this? I wish I was able to show the games. Someday we'll get there. What up, Javier Gomez? And the supplements from Richard. I'm actually surprised a lot of people don't like Brian Flores. I'm not saying he'd be my top choice, but I think there's a lot of other worse things that you can do. I think there are a lot of other worse things that you can do. All right, it's going to be returned here by San Francisco. They're going to get all the way out to about the looks to be 30-ish yard line here. I don't know what these guys are doing. All right, first down and 10, 14:09. It's 49ers football, by the way. I don't know why they say Seahawks on there. I think these guys are just tired. It's been a long night. First down and 10. All right, if that's not going to be right, go to a different screen. First down and 10. Purdy looking, rolling, scrambling, throws down the field, open, caught, Kittle. First down, type those ones. They're already in Seattle territory. Is this going to be the start that they needed? Come on, man. Breeze, remind me, who do we need to lose for the Raiders to secure that number 1 pick? I got you, man. I got you, man. So here's what it is. If the Raiders win and the Giants lose, we need 3 out of these 4 things to happen. Niners to beat the Seahawks. That's why we're here today. Bengals to beat the Browns. Saints to beat the Falcons. Lions to beat the Chicago Bears. Purdy looking, steps up, pump fakes again, scrambles, and another first down for Purdy and the Niners. Type those ones. Wow, really? Trade Max. To me, I don't want to trade Max Crosby. We can keep Mendoza. If we can keep this thing going, I would like to be able to figure out a way where we can keep Max Crosby. I would really, really like that. First down and 10 here. Purdy. It's a delayed handoff to McCaffrey. McCaffrey kind of just beatboxing his way around. He's able to get about 4 yards. Second down and 6. All right, they got it right now. Oh, here we go. Second down and 6, 12:40 to go. Come on, Niners. We will not trade Crosby. I hope you're right. But as somebody who has talked to a lot of people, I do think that moving on from Crosby is more realistic than ever, for whatever that means. 1 to the left, 3 to the right. Purdy, quick throw here. Really good blocking. First down by San Francisco, and they're all the way down to the 26-yard line. Robinson is able to pick it up. Moving the ball quickly. Got to get in the end zone here. A little bit of chippiness. I don't know what Juwan Jennings is doing besides being an idiot. It's been very well documented the POS Juwan Jennings is, so just watch yourself. He's on the sideline. He's yelling. I don't know what he's doing. He's just got to be smarter. You can't afford to have a bad penalty here. I mean, they're just ripping each other. It's a little bit of pushiness. Obviously, Seattle doesn't like it. Jennings, though's on the sideline. Here we go. Ball to 25. 11:45 to go. Purdy. First down and 10. They're going to send use check in motion. Purdy looking. Got a clean pocket. Throws deep down the field. First down. What a catch. Juwan Jennings again. First down and goal, baby. It is first down and goal. We are in the Panda Subs red zone. If you don't already know, use code RaidersPanda, 25% off at pandasubs.com. Here we go. First down and goal, ball at the 9. Type those ones. Man, that's a perfect throw by Purdy. I mean, if you're able to score here and put some serious pressure on him, I mean, tonight Purdy's 18 to 22. Handoff, McCaffrey, middle. And McCaffrey's able to get about 4 yards. Second down and goal. Ball here at the 6-yard line. Got to punch this one in. Richard says, a lot of clock. Lot of clock. Richard, I agree with you. Lot of clock here. Here we go. This drive, 6 plays, 64 yards, 2nd and goal. Got to get in the end zone. Use check, motion, 3 to the left. Purdy drops back. He's looking. He throws. Oh, my God, it's picked off. Is this intercepted? Is he in bounds? Is this the former Raider UDFA Thomas from NC State? So the ball was thrown to Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey bobbled it. I think it landed in the hands of Drake Thomas, former Raider UDFA, and that's going to be caught by Thomas, intercepted. So McCaffrey had it in his arms, and it gets – I mean, McCaffrey's got to catch that football. Hits him right in the hands. Thomas is kind of bobbling it in his own. I mean, I think that's a clear pick. Oh, I think that's a clear pick. What a drive killer. Wait until you see these guys have a mental breakdown. They don't know it yet. He just put on the freaking helmet. It's 1st down and 10 here for Seattle, and they're going to lose 2 yards. They're a little bit behind me, but that's brutal. Off the hands of McCaffrey. Good for Drake Thomas, man. He was a player that I liked. He was one of my higher graded UDFA grades. If you go back and look at, would have been 2024. Drake Thomas with the pick. I mean, McCaffrey's got to be kicking himself in the ass there. Darnold drops back. Quick throw. KSN. 1st down, Seattle. 9:35 to go. Clock's ticking. I mean, at this point, I don't know what they're going to be able to do to climb out of this hole. It's bad. Bad. I wonder if I'm able to do this. Let's see what this looks like. I don't think I can do that. Quick run, Charbonnet. And he's not going to go very far. Oh, son of a gun, dude. I'm sorry. It's really frustrating, man. Kind of get a little bit of momentum going on your side, and then it's just 2nd and 8, 8:27. If you're Seattle, you just got to try to kill this clock. Avoids the sack. Darnold looking. He's going to run it. Stays in bounds, and it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Cleveland. I almost thought Cleveland Furrow was about to start a fight. Yeah, I'm looking right now at Chase, and he's down really bad. Though it is 3rd down. 3rd down and 2. Let's go. It's 3rd down. Type those threes. Got to get a stop here. Gotta get a stop here. 7:40 to go. Cup's going to go in motion. Niners got 6 on the line. They bring 4. Darnold, pressure, doesn't matter. Gets rid of it. 1st down, Seattle. Look for Cup. Doesn't matter. Again, we don't need the 49ers to win to secure that number 1 pick. It would have just made it a little easier. There's an injured Niner down on the field because if the Niners do not win, and if the Raiders win and the Giants lose, we would need the Bengals, the Saints, and the Lions to all win to keep the number 1 pick. That makes me nervous because I know, again, it's been such a tough year. If you don't have the number 1 overall pick, it was a wasted year. If you have the number 1 overall pick, then it makes it all worth it. In all honesty, it makes all the bullshit worth it. You don't have the number 1 pick. I don't know who's coaching this team if you don't have the number 1 pick. And if you're the Raiders tomorrow, you got to do everything in your power to make sure that you get the number 1 pick. If you win a meaningless game, I don't want to say mean things about a 74-year-old Pete Carroll, but you can't win a meaningless game. Anthony says, let's just hope the Raiders lose. I hear you, but again, like to me, I don't want to root for Kansas City tomorrow. My hope was today, if I go live, Niners get the win. And if the Niners end up getting the win, well, then we just need 2 out of the Bengals, Saints, and the Lions. And if those games happen, then we already know going into the Raiders-Chiefs game whether or not we have that number 1 pick locked up. Because all of those games are early games, I believe. Like we should be able to know. Yeah, Bengals, Browns, that's a 1 o'clock game. Saints, Falcons, that's a 1 o'clock game. And then the Bears game. Yeah, Bears, Lions is same time as us. So, I mean, imagine if, the Niners were to win today, freaking Bengals get a win, Saints get a win. We're able to root for the Raiders to beat the Chiefs and still have the number 1 overall pick. Mick Dribbler messing it up for us. Who the hell is Mick Dribbler? McCaffrey? Bayou. Well, Nation, we are all a little closer now. Y'all just showered with me. Wife thinks I'm crazy a bit. I mean, it's only crazy if you would have FaceTimed me. All right, I listen to shows all the time in the shower. Maybe it's weird. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I personally don't think it's weird. I'm honored that you listen to me in the shower, Bayou. Tonight's MVP, by the way. Shout out to Bayou Raider, tonight's MVP. Reminder at the end of today's show. Holy shit, they just got a $400 super chat. That's insane. Handoff, Kenneth Walker. Nobody can tackle him. Gain of 12. Nobody can tackle him. It's a gain of 12. I mean, a $400 super chat is insanity. That's a big one. 6:48. Niners do have all 3 of their timeouts. But, I mean, the ground game for Kenneth Walker, 14 of 86, Charbonnet, 13 of 59, and a touchdown. They have dominated San Francisco on the ground. I mean, I was going to say, I would not stop running the ball. They can't tackle right now. Another first down run, gain of 11. I mean, the biggest play in this game, again, it's the second half. You think about that 3rd down and 17. You think about the 3rd down 17 run that the Niners were unable to stop. Seattle picked up. And then, I mean, that drop there by Christian McCaffrey resulting in an interception turnover, it just completely changes the game. We are under 6 minutes here in this matchup. Fake handoff. Darnold looking, checks it down, caught. And that's going to be a gain about 5, maybe 6 yards. 5:36 to go. Oh, man. To not even see the team that you're rooting for tonight get a touchdown, that's brutal. If this game ends up going the way that I think it's going to end up going, Seattle's the number 1 seed, and they're going to win the NFC West. It drops the 49ers down to the 5 seed. Darnold, shotgun. They're going to hand it off here, and it's another first down Seattle, and they're just going to keep pushing forward. 5 minutes to go. No answer. Super chat coming in from Kai. This game has yet again shown me we need to draft a quarterback round one, defensively in every round, especially in the trenches. Yeah, man, if you're not winning in the trenches, it really doesn't matter. And like this game to me, again, is an unsexy game. It's an interdivision game. But the reason why Seattle's winning this game is I think that they are ultimately winning in the trenches. Darnold rolling, throws. Oh, my God, it's picked, but he's out of bounds. He's definitely out of bounds. 2nd down and 10. I don't know who said I can remember when y'all didn't want Darnold. I don't think you're talking to me. I was on board with Darnold. I said, quote, you don't throw for 30 plus touchdowns in the season and it's a fluke. I mean, if you go back and you look at my Raiders quarterback plan video, the outline is Sam Darnold. I wanted Darnold. Not going to lie to y'all. But what do I know? Handoff, Walker, stop behind the line of scrimmage, 3rd down and 11. If I'm San Francisco, I consider calling a timeout here. You have all 3 of your timeouts remaining. It's 3rd down and 11. Let's see if you're able to get a stop. Also, because this game has been so bad, it has been super, super quick. Get the 3s down below. Get the 3s down below. Come on. Third down and 10. I don't know if they just used the timeout. They did. 2 timeouts remaining. If anybody sees that QR code at the very, very top of my screen, that is my Venmo. If you also want to be able to show some love to today's program, Venmo is the best way to show love. I'll just be honest. YouTube doesn't take a cut. You want to give like a cash tip to your bartender, send in that Venmo. If you want to get in for a chance to win some money, it is a $20 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. Right now, you have an opportunity to win $160 on tonight's show. $160 goes to the winner. All right, let me go back here to our 49ers guy. 3rd down and 10. Ball here at the 36. Darnold drops back. He's looking. He's going to run. He's going to throw across his body, and he's going to find Cooper Kupp for a 1st down, and they're in the red zone. And that almost basically seals it. What a great job there by Darnold to keep that play alive. And he's just able to throw across his body to the open Cooper Kupp. Again, you look at this offense here, and this is an offense that I do think Mendoza would be able to run. It's a great job by the veteran Kupp to find the open space, realizes that his quarterback needs a little bit of time, and I don't know who that linebacker is for San Francisco, but he's doing his best Devin White impression. 1st down, Seattle. Tonight, Kupp, 3 targets, 2 catches, 29 yards, and I'm pretty sure both those catches are for 1st downs. Niners call timeout, 4:02 to go. 4:02, Niners have 1 timeout remaining. Current drive, 12 plays, 85 yards, and it started on a Drake Thomas, yes, former Raider UDFA Drake Thomas interception, though it was a drop by McCaffrey. Run up the middle by Charbonnet, and he's going to get about 3, 2nd down and 7. I mean, a touchdown here all but does it. 3:57 to go. Niners have no timeouts remaining. If Seattle scores a touchdown, I'm doing the duck race, and I'm getting the F out of here. If they kick a field goal, there is obviously still time left in this game, it being a 2-possession game. I think people just get a little bit spoiled, Anthony, and the idea of they're just – when people are used to their team winning all the time, it's tough to be able to handle a loss. especially when your team's playing this bad. He's one of the hardest working guys that we have at our company, no doubt. 2nd and 7. They're going to go back to the ground game here with Charbonnet. He spins, and he's able to get another 4 yards. So I think you're looking at 3rd down and 5. Niners have no more timeouts remaining, and the clock is ticking. I mean, if you would have told me that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Panthers game was the most interesting game today, I don't know if I would have went live. I don't know if I would have went live for this Niners game. Wow, Charbonnet, 0 fumbles on 521 touches. That's pretty damn good. 3rd and 4. They're going to go back to the ground game again. Charbonnet weaving. I'll tell you what, I think if he would have just got north and south, he would have picked up a 1st down. And instead, it's 4th down and 2. If you're the Niners here, if you're Seattle, do you go for it or do you kick the field goal? Because the field goal makes it 16-3. I don't really think that does much. If I'm Seattle, I go for it here. If I'm the Niners, I'm hoping that they kick the field goal, but it looks like that they're going to go for it. 15 plays, 94 yards. Getting close to 8 minutes of clock here. Seattle's lining up for a tush push, but it's a yard and a half away. They're just trying to get San Francisco to jump. And I think Seattle, if they were smart here, they would call timeout. Wow, they're just going to take the delay of game. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really like the idea of them being okay to kick the field goal. I mean, I get it. Like, you're making it 16-3, but it's still a 2-possession game where if you go for the touchdown, you go for the knockout. I'm going to be honest. I think that's kind of a dumb play call. Myers missed one from 47. He's made from 45, 31. This is a 26-yard field goal. Good snap. Oh, my God, he missed it. He missed it. Hit the freaking crossbar. 26-yard field goal. He missed it. I mean, again, I don't know what that field goal really does for you, but he freaking missed it. 13-3. I can't believe that. I mean, the snap was a little bit inside, but man, oh man, missed it. I mean, Seattle has left a lot of points out there today. I mean, is that going to be the momentum that the 49ers need to kind of get this thing going? You got 220. I mean, you got to score a touchdown and get an onside kick. Here we go. Brock Purdy, ball to 20. Purdy throws, and it's just not even close. Seattle should have went for it there. I do not understand why you kicked the field goal to make it 16-3. I'm not just saying that because he doinked it. You go for the touchdown. You try to make this a 20-3 ball game. It was 4th down and 1. Oh, boy. Purdy on that follow-through hit his finger on the helmet. The 49ers, the last 6 games, have averaged 35.7 points per game. Tonight, they have 3. Throw McCaffrey. He's going to catch it. He's in bounds. You can't spike it. It's 3rd down. But I think that this is going to take us to the 2-minute warning, and it is. 2-minute warning here. 2-minute warning. Reminder, if you want to get in our duck race, it is a $20 Venmo. Just so my guy Raider Ron got in. Raider Ron, you in 20 to win right now as it stands. $170 here on tonight's program. Oh, sorry, I got to take this off. Not a sponsor today. Not a sponsor today. No, I do love Prize Picks. I do love Prize Picks. Are we going to get a bang today? We have not gotten a single bang on today's program. I don't know the last time I went live, we didn't get a bang. Missed field goal or not, they did still take up a lot of time. You're right. Bayou, tonight's MVP. Shout out to Bayou. Richard says 0 timeouts. This game's over. Yeah, we're not wrong. I mean, there is still a chance. It's a very small chance, but there is still a chance. Again, not a good chance, but there is a chance. The people that I have in the duck race tonight, again, if you want to scan that QR code, you can get in. Score of this game is 13-3. Daniel S., Alex McGuire, Greg Vack, Gabriel Ruiz, Jeremy Valve, Gabriel Ruiz again, Bayou Brett, Gabriel, Bayou Brett, Eric Mitchell, Chris Perez, Simon TG, Tanya Smith, L.A. Crash Dog, and Raider Ron are the names in this duck race. We do have over 500 people in the building. Shout out to y'all. Super chat coming in here from King. Would you bring back Zeus in the off season? I actually put out a video today. Maybe you missed it, on all of the Raiders free agents. So there's 25 free agents for the silver and black. And essentially I discuss which players are going to be playing in their final game tomorrow against Kansas City. One of those players is going to be Zamir White. I don't know why you would bring him back. He's not any good. He's got fumbling problems. He offers you absolutely nothing on special teams. I know he's a kick returner, but putting Zamir White back at kick returners again, it's just everything wrong with the Pete Carroll Raiders. They just don't know the talent that they have. I wish them nothing but the best to Zeus, but you literally can't afford to bring him back. If you told me it's $1.2 million to bring him back, I'd say it's too much money. You got Ashton Genty. All right, here we go. Coming out of the 2-minute warning, 3rd down and 6 here for Purdy. He's going to throw it, and he's looking for Kittle, and that's going to fall incomplete. You got to go for it here. Got to go for it. It's 4th down and 6. You going live for the Giants-Cowboy game from Mario? Yes, sir. Yeah, that was the plan. I wanted to go live for that game. Because, again, if the Giants win, we have the number 1 pick locked in. So, in my mind, if I'm going live for today's game, I'm definitely going live for the Giants game. 4th and 6. This is basically the ball game. Not basically, it is the ball game. Purdy hit. Going to fall incomplete. Ball game. Ball game, ball game, ball game. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to try to get this duck race going. I'm going to get the duck race going. So that means this. It is your final chance to get in our duck race. At Mitchell Renz, 365. If you're trying to get in, last chance for you to get in. I mean, Purdy got hit. His hand got hit again. All around, just really, really, really bad football game for the Niners. Really, really, really bad game. His freaking thumb is bleeding. Purdy's hand is flipping, bleeding. Well, that one did not go the way we were hoping, huh? Why do we need the 49ers to win? I hate them. That's a good question. Here's the reason. We don't really need them to win. It just helps the Raiders get the number 1 pick. So I want the Raiders to win tomorrow and the Giants lose. I want to be able to root for the Raiders. But we need 3 out of the 4. Now we need all 3. We would need the Bengals, the Saints, and the Lions to win. And then the Raiders could win and the Giants could lose. We still have the number 1 pick. Now, again, if the Raiders lose tomorrow, no matter what, we got the number 1 pick locked in. But it doesn't look like the Niners are getting a win. Seattle is taking a knee. They're getting ready to hop on out of here. All right, so we're going to go to the duck race here. I'm going to do my best for you guys, just so you know. All right. Hang on. Numbers were good. Names were good. All right. Oh, that's 10 seconds. We gotta go back. Hang on. I don't always do the duck races, so I gotta redo it. All right, last chance. I'm literally looking for the final time. I don't see anybody else getting it in, so here's how we're doing it. That's in. That's done. How do I set the time? Just like that. Set it up. Bingo, bango. I don't know if I can shuffle the characters. All right, the characters have been shuffled. Remove that. Add this to the stage. And what you guys are looking at here is a duck race. So, good luck to you. Winner of this race will be going home with $170. Good luck to each and every one of you. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Reminder, winner of this duck race, you're going to be going home with some money. Going to be going home with some money. I apologize for all the other ads and all the other BS over there. I don't know how to get rid of it. I tried. And I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, doesn't matter because somebody's going to go home with $170 here on the Raiders Report. Looks like Brett Stoffel, Alex McGuire right now is in an interesting spot. Gabriel Ruiz is literally the odd man out, though. Bayou is got the lead. Maybe it's just because of that Dracula outfit. I don't know what that is. Watch out for Simon DG, Brett Stoffel, Bayou. Somebody's making a move. And it looks like Gabriel Ruiz. It looks like Gabriel Ruiz reeking through the quad. Gabriel Ruiz with the win. Well, y'all, I did have fun hanging out with each and every one of y'all today. I'm sorry that the game was as bad of a game as what it was. Gabriel, if you could please confirm that you just received $170 here on the Raiders Report, that would be much, much appreciated, my good friend. 170 to Gabriel. Again, y'all, for those that do not know, I'm so jealous of the Seahawks. I wish our team was good. Yeah, well, I mean, that's just what happens when your organization makes the right decisions, right? When you go out and you get the better quarterback in Sam Darnold compared to Geno Smith. When you convince Pete Carroll to retire and you hire a young, innovative head coach. You know, these are just – there's a reason why the Seattle Seahawks are where they are at 14-3, and there's a reason why the Las Vegas Raiders are 2-14. That's just let's keep it a buck right there. Well, congrats to, again, Gabriel. Shout out to you, man. The NFC seeding, as it stands, Seahawks are 1. Still some other movement can happen between the Bears and the Eagles. The Bucs and Panthers are going to be at number 4. But no matter what, Seattle is the number 1 seed. And it's kind of wild because Darnold last year was in this exact same game and his team lost and ended up being the 5 seed. Does that mean Seattle's going to win? We shall see. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to hop on out of here. I want to say again, greatly, greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in. You will see me tomorrow. I am going to be going live 30 minutes before the Giants and the Cowboys game because if the Giants beat the Cowboys, they lock in the number 1 overall pick for the Raiders, which is why that's important. I will then, as soon as that game is over, I will be going live for Raiders and Chiefs after that. Tomorrow's going to be a long day. I'm just going to warn you right now. I believe Pete Carroll is going to be fired after the Raiders game tomorrow. Win or lose, if Pete gets fired tomorrow night, I know I've been saying I'm going to go live for 11 hours. I'm going to be honest. If they fire him at 8, 9, 7 o'clock tomorrow, I'm not going to go live for 11 hours. I just won't have the manpower. If the Raiders end up firing Pete on Monday, then I will go live for 11 hours. So from me, from my guy Chuck, he is sleeping right now here on the couch. I'll let you guys see Chuck one more time, and then I'll hop on out of here. My guy, he's asleep. Gonna say goodbye one last time? Chuck says goodbye. Chuck says goodbye. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you tomorrow. I got to get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow's going to be a big day for the Raiders Report. These next 48 hours, a lot of stuff's going to be going down. So appreciate again to Bayou for being the MVP. When you guys are MVPs on shows like this, believe it or not, it's really, really helps me out. Really helps the channel grow. Really helps our company grow. And, makes me want to do more shows like this. I don't know if I'll do another live show like this. I might just do one at the studio again, but I at least wanted to try something out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow here on the Raiders Report.